47 minutes past the hour of 7 meeting at the Mansan Son for Kojo Preko Dankwah. You just join us at Kessben TV. Memo watching Emo Akwaba. Saso and I will join here at 92.9. Me that was say so do video at 92.9. Memo watching Emo Akwaba about Kessben 92.9 and I so a Kessben TV swore. Kessben Maakye Sunye, meeting at the Mansan Son for Kojo Preko Dankwah. And I make a choice in a day a dafo a wabra boom. And until was around the pay we are boy a woman a way. Sorry, waka, na fa kukudru enante. Nenye GD say a ye day a rade a beye amount. And until we break through a bebaso. Sorry, na fa video at 92.9 and I face a Kessben TV on DSTV channel 364 and then on Go TV a channel 121. Meeting at the Mansan Son for Kojo Preko Dankwah. Say Sadikaba Center say Memo Mani say mo mo Stephenus in joints mo mo joints no I say Abiono just a multi-main team aye bibia wo hono me pachowa flex on 600 heba mixture e wo hono mo ma and I feel so no mo numbness Monsana Monano na mutitiriti no na face mu treat sexual weaknesses. Me pachowa flex on 600 heba mixture. E wo hono mo ma o. Enti here in term na ko pebito. Na boa wo ho, na boa wo ni ebi. Enti so ni so wo ni ebi. E wo issues when it comes to sex na the sexual weakness no bibia wo hono just one we draw bi emfa dia. Me pachowa flex on 600 heba mixture. E betimi aboa o. Stars na e elephant heba mixture so wo hono. I don't know for cocoa na face him na you was CC pains you know constipation. Are you 100% herbal? You want a mixture na face you want a powder. Saso and you want elephant ointment for waist and body pains, backbone rheumatism. And I face swollen legs in mama nine no ahunu no. Elephant ointment for hono bit me abo. Yanko pedo on top of the Yanko Kanshi drag lane. Yanko KPD Enterprise, Kings Walk Herbal, Rupash Herbal, Yanko Tina Tet Herbal, Helus Herbal. And when you know Sabe can be a little George Pharmacy, our Yetema, and I face Shaman, your Echoes Pharmacy, and then in Coco, your Hillside Pharmacy, a Honina, Sadikaba Center, who Sabe can be. And the Kumasi Yanko Colina Herbal, Misty Herbal, Apidan Herbal, Pedimans, and I face Mama Becky. Omo Mori Junction, Omo Bentobu to know. Ewo ye Mori Junction, eye Sadikaba Center. Etian in Temo and Akopebi. 0244 153511 0244 153511 and after say 055 799 7797. Now when ye Sadikaba Center in the Encomo. And if you are into the one be weekend. Mr. Open Express party and Fakoma Chapam. Wow, Beko Wadoring. We depend on Pama while you late to one. I got some more number. But Nanka will fanisa, Patroman fanisa. And we are seeing you be on your fanisa keke. And into make a choice of one year Chapam in the Encomo. Na Chapam or Bapam in Tarana will say yes. Say your Express open the day. Don't pay your bit me I am out. I'll call where the Woko ye. At the Empire and our political suit now, they call baby no. Interview now, walk on what time and Capesa will pamano. I'm off for ye do him home, me pachoa. Only a year, Chapam Benin, come on. Now, wow, the best tailor in town. On one Chapam. The office in where I wish you market. Or say on one custom tailor. Ain't you know, when any name come on 020 683 7738. 020 683 7738. Now when you Chapam ending come on Chapam or see your custom tailoring. Sasana make a choice say your Bayport Financial Services. Almost a main country was almost fix the position of Mukusu a young Wejuma. I didn't hear in time now one name a Bayport to phone coding come on. Jaxi can crown the main code you. And then Friday I said your Washington. Oka koto Tony Maakye that be young fan to one for Yajuma, young fan to one and one my they are principal no so name won't pay way. Bepacha when your Bayport ending come on. I'm from fix deposit in home. It's on someone and it to me yes I'm magic you know. Into an interment and no one couldn't come on. The maximum returns that we see kind of so a dose ye pa. yeah bosumi miensa yeah bosumi nsia na afeso afedie dey na omoyema with attractive returns, attractive ones ekoye papa ATN in term now one a Bayport Financial Services phone couldn't come on. Flora Bonnie, our 0245 153283 0245 153283 and our Facebook 026 300 7922 026 300 7922. The inquiry fixed deposit in be 5,000 and above. That could see Castle Rock. ATN in term. And now I know what I say. And then you were live. I am from 2 p.m. downside to 6 p.m. Yeah, boy, I am live. Obi, yeah, outside broadcast from Radia Casa. I could see a Kessben driving as well. With the Radia Casa, you did anymore. Your software Reverend Richard Afo. And I feel so. You do a Kessben driving now. Mr. Fox. I bet you say. And then you bow up on today. You know how many airborne. You know, Circle Sky More airborne. Internet from 2 p.m. See, I will a Circle Sky More. I said that Twin Towers. I see her. They ain't Casa, they ain't head across road. And then Circle Sky More. You didn't come on live. But where Circle Sky More. Yeah, Mount Obi Papa. Ain't it that Mr. Fox? Our Bonti hot traffic in Nina. I am Edia. And I'm sorry, no. Hey, Radiaka say they brought away your corner home. Over Sunday, when I make a show. ATN Circle Sky Morning, yes, edge with you away. And now we from 2 p.m. downside to 6 p.m. You don't want a year. When I Circle Sky More, if I show you in term number why. Now Circle Sky More, the only mall that what a year circle here. ATN in term now so better with Niaman and Niaman, dear Safatan Friday. As a sort of Tonyama Coffee. 80 Miami Muina me point me call me quiet shopping. 18 as a sort of Tony Manade coffee. Dear more biscuit a biscuit. Ye dear pan a wunya. A wunya or more. Ubenya in every. NTN in term. Omo was set at Twin Towers. Maybe a Kessben FM 92.9 one on. A Honoma, maybe a car care so one on. You don't want here war. Circle traffic lights na sewa. Messi a dying on me friend a glass and kwa. ATN in term. Now what's so bra? One Circle Sky bidding come on. Away Ahuma way so 0240 212 510 0240 212 510 and I say 0242 346675. Now when near your Circle Sky Mall in the and come on. And like I said, and then the bidding come on. Oh, yeah, Beji any year by any Circle Sky Mall. I was here. Catch us live today. And in the brand, yeah, that will come as to be a microphone in. And we're going to be live on Facebook, social media. Our here Kessben 92.9. And after say Kessben TV so. And then we're going to be live again on 92.9 FM in Accra. Kessben. Ain't men come baby and you know I was street in the so. Ain't in no 2 to 6. Yeah, they bro. 51 minutes into AS7 AM meeting. Let the sign soon for Kojo Preko Dankwah. So from now to 9:45, the Menewa and I be this age me do Friday na fiada and into no a bujaye into no yebe the SCA. What's on show me ever Kessben TV so me watching Emma Wakwaba. So and I'll tell me on 92.9 FM and also me watching Wakwaba don't mean you down no emfi honum. So I will show me social media and also no Kessben TV on Facebook and I feel say 92.9 Kessben 92.9 also on Facebook or also on sa ebekame ewo honum and then on YouTube and I feel so baby akabia no on sa ebekan ewo honum ayedi nkomo text messages and I feel so will comment nina making kind nina eso amount ewo fia hanum so like your page you know na feel so share na comment bibia no making kind nina so amount Mamo aye DSTV channel 364 na fe so yen Go TV channel 121 so no me mwache e makwaba eba aye dwumedie we so nano ye be din komo ye pa na Friday class e betena se empemfo betena se na fe ye din komo Charles Makati e betena se managing editor e ma the Hawk newspaper and I feel so citizen of all Atudazi ono so betena se na ye din komo na fe ahwede ko general secretary e ma aye GCPP and then Gordon Gordon Betinase Gordon Asare Bidiakon Oye aspiring National Communications Director Emma the MPP or Ko Akwakujina Ewo MPP Anemu. He wants to be the National Communications Director Emma the MPP, and I know my very good brother will do the job. I mean, he knows his job, and Wayache it Gordon me supporting in amount. Why? Intimate true cry. And then Kojo Yeboah Esobetina as the former youth organizer Emma Ayawaso West Wagon of the MPP. On also betina ne yedin komo ye pa. But my main court na yenko di sa enkomo we banansa na nebehwe video bi esane se enra yenuanoma omoko eye posono akọ ohabi etomo e was central region me kan senya breku in the central region where asem ekoto omo no nyasem de ewianimu ho no ene nyanya nti yese yenuanom omo kopo so no eye pirate fu bi akwakochi omo ewo eye pono so a enye nika almost about 71 fishermen omo ekoposono and Nasadia no ekusiye. They were on board on 7 canoes. My understanding is that 7 canoes, one from Tama, one from Choco, and I so 4 if it's senya brekua just say omo kochi omo ewo honom. But my main ko na answer na minema no mabedi nkomo video one of the fishermen ono oka omo no mu si ni so na asem no to omo no Wedding komo one ayen central for edin komo yentie no na afi so yenhwe no Kessben TV me ba me ne munua bema owo Elimina oye chief fisherman ewo Elimina munua bema pa Ofarini John Kessben, popularly known as Manoma. He's a very good senior brother pa ya ne bedin komo na ya show how fam ewo epono so enema ekoba nyina no ene bia ya TBB so ebi esidi da so dia ono na betima cheche but yenhwe na afeso yentie fisherman no arehosema ode etu dwa no na afi memra Manoma so na yendi enkomo
yakunsum ya ba na imbiri yakono yadu aramo epia ba etu yadu fanda pono do ba 7 o'clock the 7:30 no kofuna de about to share do to mba to share do na o se yin machine de yen for mom na yabo to yin machine am na wan for mom a obechitun na o loka obrofo broken English ni bi ene mi yi anu de mma so yen de onyi if machine on for mom na on for mko nti oyi machine mo no o da won na shama kro so de wa ba yen che o ba yen che ju no so de wo ko no do kwaji on so de ene na yesen ho but nyankopo adum eba nsa no yenya chichiri ofi evene nyankopo wo ya bompa de want me etona vede wan fa mbo bia ano na ya de nyankopo ase de ya befi asonjum denom kita AK47 4
tomo yele se
but otwe ana de odisi onkofo phone no odisi do na mama say de okutu machine odumam no mokwe Basano, but na yina head and Yakumotu the Okada Obokun Yapin, Yana Yakumot, but the Yankupas there are one for to Uncle behind it. And about Yana Yamoyon are teacher there. And actually Nippon had a Nippon auto machine in this Waja, Yan for more no Moncoya, they are Bob Busia, near them, near to be, near the Yajuma. Omaka say able to go 2 machine into one, Ombashitun. And you know, I'm pomo yina kwache nyamana kan ho. And yina yesro ya bofo kunu mo jina no yina
Kessben 92.9
aba no yina ya won so yentuma ya hwe obi ontuma nkasa ode ye din yina yina na de no mo fa machine de omo de koye
e bia to da
no emi misid wo won ba sa so review ntuma da I say, Miss Anna, you meant to me to make a demon to me. I know I'm a command, a minister, me in a member. Only a Nigeria for. Only a Nigeria for. No more cabloki.
Okay, so 57 minutes into 7 a.m. into one of the fishermen asamno 2 omono or day in semino etuju mamen kwa humano sana mene Ofarini John Kessben manoma endi enkomo emfa sa issue humano mama mwache ema wakwa ba eba Kessben TV so na face Kessben 92.9 FM. Mejidi yese bibe ebo ko Elimina de
Biba boko.
Ye the radia say tena me to nka che but meba fie. But that's pa. We dey arahosem na to ye dey anije no so sebi ye nuanom yi etu anka obi bia na omu nyina eba aye asomdwe mu. But my ni nkomo this particular matter we what in the same time na what ye.
And we from around by 5:45 in Napano.
Okay.
And we from was saying there. The man say me na we see. Obeba test ordo. Now the what you show it trainer was one to one machine number one. In fact, oh yeah, because the Madi it be 1985.
Okay.
1985. On the Ghana any count.
Na Ghana any pirates for no ho.
Not Ghana any count.
Wow.
We able to two. I for phone 18. One motors. Now I hope the NCBO. Me yet I end China for no so better test order. The union anime it take a new 85. Min TBO and captain any the mayeti.
Na manama pacho boyen komo ma yanoma sebi ye pese ye ubetumi twamfoni akire yen se mo kɔ eye pono so a akwakopenam abreye a process ben na mo famu so omo kɔ a den ne den na omo de kɔ wo eye epono so.
Oh, apart from outboard motor na social net na kanu no ibe ezbana na ye ko use bibia ankan banko of ne unda upia ino so o de kanu no do to bebre a untu momba why the work na kanu one or two pe no a se area na we se kanu abe de 200 no wu nka untu momba nsanke obandam no wotima obi bati no oye no for so bon nka why nka ne bebre no one continue one way ko itie ne ka so no kire kenu ku so no boso so won so wodo nto kire boso so wodo na waji no that nkane no dos more than 200 nka won tu mba ko se apunu so ya kono so no fana da ma de boni na we no tu me na pa ne wi abre no fana no ma ya kono no fana so no ko ya ko pa bo isunwo when you do no be wogwa omba ushia ko be 3 or 4 kanu ana 5 na we da maden mi boya ti bi acha 85 minti bi oda then the dia first no me yawo me yetai ne Nigeria for no yo could be today commander Abanzi, Comanti, Uncle for on water, what you want, I said, you shouldn't have machines in a bubble. I will be assumed them Nigeria for now. Oban will put to a joke. Into the matter happened there 1 or 2. No 2 beyond for the man on France and airport. Was a junior Macassan upon the 2 machine. Was over machines now and Utu. What you call the matter no, if you have been one folder. Commander, we able to do. Oh, yeah, Obana Joe. Second, you know, son upon no Obana, Jad will move to no more. Sabe ready about go to animal motor in our job. The man attack the middle no. Immediate 5 minti bio.
But what one case what she be paying?
I mean she be that.
Okay. Na mo deep sa mo ko eye ensu ano e bit say bia.
Oh ya kwa ma. Ai e bit mu kwa am shape no to mu. Mu bia shape. Bit mu kwa yo nko fo no mpatekufu. On work with 7 days.
7 days.
7 days. On way more so papa. So on shape na then for the mungo fu na say we kichi che ya ma be de teto no wa ji bia na bo motor wa twetri dama munu ya ne ke no wa twetri de ade be wo bia ji ba man o just kampo umpa ji ba man ya fa ne de minister we ko wa ka ye juma mpo na warba na wo sika da nya mama na wo so won search wa mama obey di mo search ko so ina ni bi wa okay mo be warba woni sika wo je to kenu ni mo waje ba obi so waje fa baazi na wo ko kamon ne she da mgo funa bi out ko na ka bi da wa man wo sika da kadunu ne she da mgo fu waje moto wa search so wo sika bi awo ma waje boko kasi ntume face one enemo kitana wini bi
Mana mambisa o fi 85 asem we see ye asisi ameno kase 2026 asem we assign ababio no unyi ni se sense san kakra eba eye hawa ye betumi a protect eye mo amoko eye eposo no
ehunde menyo kase 85 no phone ni yade 85 na phone ni yade sisi a phone we yade nzingo fuso nde waji machine na oju yade eba frada ade nti wona wo phone tia obagini ya linki ya kona afrada ade oba na mamuhu ade bele butumja protect won epono dibio ko se eba frɛ ne bi so inu mpo se epo so pa na wachi wona anka ewo so a entumi ya call network ye adwuma tell ba se me do da otwe ewo so a network ye adwuma inum se so no wachi wona mpo na wanji wo phone mpo na ibi man ko so so order nko bezin pa e bon won no wanji wo wonya network na chiro binam apono da so bi na wakoso so bi do akra awo asimo tide ne watu no ntu watu wana no bafu bia nuku ni bi na ejibana ibiku no opedo survive wono edibo no ne kenu no mi na oja mo no na abadaze na wabobo amene de asemo watu ni ansa na wa kire area na wadan mo we pimpia na wakwa aka fo won cause where be de kenu se sa na sabna kenu kunu ntumuntu ina abadade nto ba pick bia ni mpon kokoko ibi o hwe wa bre no ana mo fam wo man na wa afo won na wono na abadaze na wa bobo amene
Manama, another thing na okasa esi madwene mu, I don't know whether it is done there, but say moko eye posu se ya ye ni bibia monitor eye obi beka mo kanu na ekono se ne be ya fa na se ye gijo mobile phone si unless se nipa ne kan se wo mo frɛ se asɛm atomo no na je sanka omoje mobile phones ni nyina no mo fa motos ni nyina call ya na say manpower na so mo ye no mo deba but ye ni monitoring system bi information center bi ni ho no mo a monitor eye mo kanus na ekono se BBC a anase eye kanu ni mu no mo betumi amia so anase bibi betumi atrigger empaying navy anase bibi se ebia bibi atoye wo eye this east side of eye insuna na bibi sa ni ho wo ho
Tenin no bibi no wada na cha insure for no ono motor na do ono boat no na yen atizan kanu sende bibi an insure for no wada motor ono boat no obotum na wa frefre en atizan kanu ne de bibi an obotum ga ise akere refrebi na asmoti de ne watu bibi an no
hu
le gwene so yu bebe akunu fe hu bia no bebe kede benu fe hu bia na le yejumoko ya frende opia obede choko epia ode choko insunu bia na insunu yiwa fitu choko onu abede apam ntida adebachi bia wa apam ku nso ofu anu so bakado dem na minsimita de mudu apam ofu ele kezo da mudu tu na ma akochoko bia insunu na we yiwa aboto da mbia no bia insunu ado anade efutu nti no ayi insunu dan
wow
yo insebie efutu na ado
Eti
we work to be benko. Child chance and on there. No sure about you sunalo. Ne nsi why futu. Nti bia ya abo ka do na ya bande do. Nsunala afo fu nsunala na wodi. Ti bia ni baby. If you choke up na ya hwe on raban ni nsu na esa na eduko baby fi be ye adwuma no. Mama kana ta san raban na wo so no. Na ye ni nsuna ye na emen. Ye de nsu wa de na futu. Ana wa de na do. Uyi kwa ha. Bojo makana to azuba. Yes. Ehwe raban ne ye ji adwuma. Fo aya se nkanka ye ko ni fo da ma. Ne bi ogina enim ye fa ne afo bi akere bi ogina kan enim pa no. Ewa no wa kire bi okite man kama bibi sample wait but see ewa. Do onfone no nsi da mon raban ni do. Da mon on wa atene se wo so. Onfone no nsi da mon raban no nanto da mon raban ni da anko. Etmasa. Yeah. Or chebi ukite see the bugina enim no chebi ukite da mo rabe on for the no nsi da mo on nanto raba no da anko. Wa no so orihwe nsi no. O ye uniform na da mo go for amambo efi wa ba to show the uniform abadem ne butumaye. Ajo ade bi aje mamo won. Wow. Ni bi do abutuma agbon bande wa attack wa apart from that she shall enimiziabo phone waju phone na bibia na butum je se akramaje feda somo today na watu mo epo da bi bibia na wada it is here no aban dem pa na munya ya ye ka say obetumi ayama mo efasa nema we ho no sisa na sa abefo ni ama be no the what she ade so be this ground for no sir the way my ship on one tap lady na kenu siala ono so abefo niam wa be otun wa dem botun wa abo amondo obi kwa ahoma machine na betche yes ko say ye djuma no adesa da ma ponese yero kwa ni go wa oreda aizmi jana wa to nsu yi hun ntebo bon bionu ha eyo enfa yaba down wa baba no ebo hwe ne bo hwe e locker ebo na ye locker na wa do wa ka shepu na de ni finally ye djuma no no jana nta machine de moroko no bo oreda nti ne yene ka ba de no to nsu na obi ehun ne sharp yebo boy ehun bi hey ne put yo hina na ba down na ba fa baby eye djuma na dibana ntua ne bi so hu de se nimpa no to nsu ba de 20 minutes and 30 minutes na hu onjiji papa wa habre oba sink onye shu bi a nde wie ne kaka ba de no wo fi amana ma to nsu o si bebre de me ke se monitor bo wa epun do de all monitor bi bi o ko bi a ko mo do bi a to nsu ankle ye no risk what to nsu da no inu fande nse inu fano o yi do na awo no wo ma nganka for the July August September one no ya awo no ko nti bo wa na so we chima chelo mu na ma ni go no kwa na o de olisunkum for the more da so ku ya mo cheka ka ba de no bi enwo no so o to nsu ni mpedan e enwo ni bi madam answer na obekọ no ma me bisa sa quick question we mo insurance no ba na your force there able to ne ya it was ye dwon no sabe ka friend pension plan nti oma ye mpayimfo a wona atetem oya yo enti me no ka say fanesese nye MP na obekwa kopa bisia bi na ode amom say bia mo fantem ka so because asesa mo moto say den a either some kwakobo bisia na emom no me MP de meba mo homodin se mehwe ana aban po beka say bia meto eye moto si bi amamo mo niam na mo de ko eye eposo no is not insured, right? Abi enu sinabi insurance kwa kanu ba ku yeton nan o de pen, if you bear there 150,000, a casino, maybe bear there 60,000. Now, come home, cry, you bought on bear 35,000.
Now, so the cow. 60,000 thereabout in your top a year.
100 Cassipa there 150 to 200,000.
Eh.
Tenuka so akwa anka food there and Yamaka so good. What got you pay 200,000?
Mama, oh, how when you're Mudodo Bay saying?
I want to wear a pujumana.
Me patron, o share a beer, what if I say, elimina hokra, no crana, mo share or honomuna, mo cramo bedu do saying.
Oh, can you see the me that was can you so Ghana? Yan sir 13,000, 12 to 13,000 to 14.
Wow.
Can you see Ghana?
Wow.
Was no Obili saying Obili Bishop.
Kessben 92.9.
Obili saying Obili Bishop.
Manuma, you better say, Mripem, you better na you be doing come you da see ye pa.
Now, some of that, me wait for seeing her.
Okay, me da se pa. Ye ne a chief fisherman or what a Elimina offering ni John Kessben. Manoma, and you know, AD and common fire issues had to do with a pirate for Omokochi and also more attack fishermen omo enam a puno so moko penam abreye na yeso yenye bieno and honsem and abano and he has given us history and he's saying that this is the second time BBC AC major second time BBC AC one they see you know ache pa 1985 and as I say we AC since that time BC no afi and the second one so SC in the history of this country eba omo kanu no mo de ekono a ho komo ene no edi and 40 minutes into 8 you better mame Gisela so tete asiye pa with that swift response so to me edeko as MP for Ewutu Senya Giselle mame Gisela ye da se pa so to me yes ejuma we and indeed you be share say you be ma friend painful so ahwe no motumi aboa na ene maybe etumi akoyie ene na omampanyi today is 27th of February no omampanyi State of the Nation address bekoso ewo Parliament but mamenko na yenkodi nkomo we are out there live ewo abontene so with Derek Befi as usual na yemfa live feed ni ene mpanfo ndi nkomo ye na amamfo di nkomo mo expectation when it comes to the State of the Nation address no e pa no mo fo so mampanyi embeka corruption and as economy and as dia galamsey and as dia no muhia sisi as mampanyi ebe touch on na wetumi ahwe na omaboa into say Derek why ready otemenka wugina yin sisi and what is really happening there.
General Medase Mijisemino Kasai Mijina Circle circle baby overhead no hono oba ha say ya adwadifo dodo no an wa ha say ya wo mo eton ade na enne yenyina yenim se Ghana mampani obekọ brase bedwam na ode oman no sede ne ho brabo State of the Nation address akwa kotudwa amanfo binum adwen de no mpese omanfo eka se ye galamse no mpese otu ase se bia mpo corruption ese otu ase se bia mpo efi a emere oman na ese otu ase ana nti aba monten so ene manfo be kasa ne adwo omo adwen kire ne omo expect se ne Ghana mampani ekopiemu ewo mnase dwam no ndu ho no a ensem o se ode etudwa no eno enti na epiemu ha me no kasa ye ne amanfo bi bedi enkomo na Ghana fo nsa no so se oba ye no last year wode ebi etudwa sa e kire se ene o ma bi obeyi afiri ho bibi ti se school na free SHS ye shifting system no obehwese be ye firo yatumi ayi obehwese corruption eto obetwa yatumi aya na obehwese Ghana fo betumi adidi amom ho ato mo eno ya na se de amanfo bi wo ha yebese no mo bonkomo menu abema ba ko ha pese egusa no se ene Ghana mampani ekọ eyemrase bedwam no the State of the Nation address akwakotudwa the expectation is say na pese Ghana mampani wonka ho asem.
Oh, Nana Medase, I'm saying, your friend, Kojo. Now, me pese nka aban etimi am I empa senior depression in your born aba form no because of how senior dollar aba form. But oko shops oko markets oko town oko chrome say what on your man still
the prices are very, very high, and we really don't understand. It's $1 above from there. I was saying, above from because me say me turn phones. Was it like me find say about a year ago? Now 12 Pro Max, the share price na me turn now me turn be 5,500, but you see above from about be 4,300. Yen yati en yoma so but uko chroma still a bona man for ton yoma still a esonti e koso enti me sha ban se nka obe hwe eno aka no ho amaya nka yeni beje.
Okay. Ono nso ne dia no ma me nko ye nu abema ba ko nso ha ono nso eton phones ni bisa opani enega na man pani eruan na se bedwamu a e dia na we expect say won ka ho asem
mini medasipa na media me very concerned na be say His Excellency John Ghana man pay kan ho asem ne say so omo address friends unemployed issues youth no na o Ghana no ye bredo ntino me gidi so say His Excellency be kan ho asem e na fe so be say omo hwe galamsey issues has been decades I say many of mine do ntino ye hwe ho asem na yenka na lastly me be say ye hwe Koko asem na aba na eda ho sisi no be say His Excellency kan wa asem o address Koko asem na obiya komato na yam na oman no ye fa ntoma fafura nti na ye fa ntoma fafura Koko issue ne de me gidi pa say His Excellency be kan wa asem ne because o kan wa asem obiya koma beto na yam I feel say there are one of few things bia enko ye na etwetwa ye nti na drop cocoa price no na one way the other no betimi lifting up in the coming months na cocoa for don so I dem come at yam.
Okay. Enti Kojo no so na adwenkyere no se de adwenkyere ete se enipa hno obi ane ne size abrante ba kon so ha e de na we expect se ne Ghana man pani kom na se bedwamu a won ka ho asem.
Oh, kon there enim so ka asem pa because I buy memu papa no obu or buy first ya who say $1 ba from am say ton ade ko fa ne ma ya tete so kama ma ye am say ho atoye ye ton ade o payment so on pamo ye bibia koso dodo wo mu say sika no mu anu buy wo ye adwuma nko ade a ade besa no benya do bedie nti ye da mampani na se paro ko ni wo keka nyina ya
nti dia na ususu se enka enkoyi a aban no ya ebetumi aboa o so ka ho asem.
Oh, anu de bibia Ghana de bibia koso kakra me so se kakra ne be yi ne ma pa mo de agukwa mu omo ye no o ka bibi kira ba na o te ase bibi nkoyi na aka kire na o te ase o ye nti enim se de o ye de kakra bi o ma na be de be fa nam tima pafula
ya ono nso adwenkyere no ma yenhwe se ebenya enkrofo mienu miensa na ene nondu pepepe ana Ghana man pani ekwa kopie mu ewo eyem na se bedwam no the state of the nation address no atumi atudwa opani ani die mu Ghana man pani e the state of the nation address ekwa kotudwa ne e dey na we expect say okususu senka so ka ho asem we expectation.
Okay, my expectation is dollar yatiso but still as a normal bia ma from say no me to go say na ton ebi ko akosoro there so o kan ho asem say bia say task force ko no me no me yo say adwuma na. Apart from that, you know, yeah, Titino Coco, where you man, I am the Titi, and then also main a Juma, a Ganadi is your artist on Ama Coco Equafono, Omobuefu, into one young being inside this year. I say, or pass a young Coco Ningu, no one to go to assassin's one. As your artist Obedo, the whole 3 years before Sabia Coco Besso. Now Betty, now we don't you know in your idea. Says open my offering. And I will travel.
Coco, the end of the day, Abaya Chimu say a drama so and a yatiso, and Tinya Ghana by pay, and a yes, a Coco d'Ivoire, Womunina Yatiso, and Tinya Ghana man penny, and I said that so, a drama so Yatiso.
Okay, the next I did back on account, your one, Sani Jenny Jeff one, me on better so much yum coming with you. Coffee don't have more cry too much. In general, so on show us some nonka. Because me kaiser o ma on before mo no o si baby o mo befa obe mi aye body sin am o ntumi fa baby ama bezi ado ma bulu so no mo on hwe hu asem no mo nka nti anu na me kakra metuma aka no
ono nso de no wase won de ne ha no eye ba kon ni jefo no o mo ba na o mo ba nti ebe ya aban e mo modin se obedo o mo beko e sense o mo se sa mo ko en so o ma sa ba biem nti omia boda no mu ono de no opani won so expectation is say there na so Ghana man pani kwa won ka eho asem
dem pese o kan ye Kojo akuafo no de no serious omo bre enyina ya tra kura seda ehu yenim sene akuaduma no city even kura no to the whole year no betuma to se kai be 5 o ti film kura ye say be fa pa afo so who be to aduro de gugu en krampa be ba so be twa ni nyina na say ko man Kojo boto 2005 enye intino won hwe na wonye hu bibi na even 2017 or 2016 na do mo eba so no na Kojo no drop by so be kai buy so na do omo ande omo ante so so be ka me boa
no de unse omo si edwama so ana
ate so drop by edwama so drop by omo te so omo ante so me boa omo ante so ntina na ese ka maintain wo mo ayi na Ghana fo ndi be sa akoso na de ahima ma wo mo sanity here so guys what to 2005 na see a man for biba go school biba go university 2005 when dimi twa omo ayi just a term cry
okay
so I went to me share o man pani ya de nyina no say eja ono na no fotabra ba eja obi anu ma no ntino more than there but be ndey onhwe na onhwe mai
okay yeah mama ba ku bi ba me nim so be ka bibi kakra Ghana man pani de state of nation address ko tudwa de na wase ban na kan wase da bi oni bibia ka enti general me nim sade amanfo a kire o mo adwen no dodo no ano uhwe mu a Kojo asem no ana o mo ka ana branche ba ko nso ese enije fo no ba no o mo eba enti we ye wo mo enso de o mo adwen kire amusu se Ghana man pani enka ho anse enti me nim se bibi o hobie mu ase bi ne hobie mu dia ne muso mu ne sanko bi mo ba bi fofo
na eyame monwa kakra ne se abrante ba ko ne di nkoma o se odomampanyi ase se bibi akoyi omoton ade o pavement ne so na ofamu oyo kepa na me wonder se odomampanyi ase so oton ade o pavement anipa faso no eyema no ana but oko eti enye but I think some raise
question ya na
that be Omo raise critical issues. Those critical issues, you know, you be the one come our studio. How one has to do with yes dollar no aba form and so no oko marketer and yema bono still no costro
normal boarding.
And I think that one of the most important things Omo raise, you know, adeba komo saka wansema obi a share him when I'm sure some minority would let the president know say why any year has to do with the Kojo and I know so on my boss one when you actually me say Ghana mine omutie the ekoso omu share the ekoso no omu so mu ensem so kapa you better say but of course you better mboko baby na fe makofa the oho nyina so abre you da see pa Derek
Martin General.
Okay. All right. And Derek Befi and you know we didn't come on live where circle omuni Ghanaian said didn't come on much expectation as to say the Ebekoso state of the nation address more expectations, you know, and more I can see any, you know, and indeed I mean it's freedom will be a candidate of course say to me I can you might see it as and yet one of the biggest things, but for me it is one of the biggest things that has to do with the Papane kan fan Niger for no na yes so mo koya mo san eba bio no omo tete abontene a accident omo tete kwan ho car ball mo stressika and all those things no I think it's one of the things that he's looking at security on that score. But again one of the biggest issue which is also confronting us has to do with the economy, has to do with say dollar no more say about form yet people are not really seeing the essence of or taste the good side of enyema yatete so no and the phone be na ka kire say omo the old stock no no mo tomu wi a de omo kofa ba sisi ane de ombetete so ya twen a is almost a year now getting to 2 years now ye hu hwe and it is still the same and no ombechichi mu ye. What is really happening? Should we come back to do the late kwesibotwe in semini biana de na nke kan budget we a ye share prices no na ne nim so okokroma milk to 99 Ghana cedis okọ ba bia 99 obi nko kan cho say 100 obi nka say 950 why be chill so we turn no be beyond that no is that what we need now? Price control and now say ye be any day and no hun seminar no the expecting say betimi edi hu enkomo ye pa corruption. We're looking at it how corruption cases in so no echo so far so good. Update on ora kenofuriata any omoma ken no mo ne committee or tea right after so be di omampanyi no omo kohwehwe mu eba ye ni nyina no sa list of niema omo de ba ye nyina no emu ahe ana sebio ye process a wo court anaso sem sampemfo no yetumi ejeli omo anase ya hwe omo asem na akosi awiye eni nyina no I'm sure say omampanyi ebe touch on those issues no education one of the most important things will be to me edi ho enkomo ye pa indeed sika he na kwako rem na sisi asen eneko energy power so another matter because as we speak to you right now sisi ano men so no be ya adwene say sisi asa wo to prepaid sisi a obobo weni te na asa. I don't know where this thing is coming from. Otoya to 200 to 300 cc afatoso within 2-3 days. Na a short to now number 50, 60. Na fe eko aden ye cc with our meters. Cc and electricity no. We need to look at some of these things. I'm for we now say Doomson start baby one because there seem to be a lot of Doomson here and there. Sunday I witnessed some woofy a quarter said the disco no to the extent that it was affecting too many things at a go like that. And it's no no omampanyi be hwe ho asem but me catch you say we'll go live your parliament and anope so as we do the discussions na fe ya forward is also happening in parliament. A parliamentary correspondent Juliana ebe my live feed from there na fe and also the atwas and then we're promising you say at 10 a.m. or whenever the president comes to be so no Ebefa a State of the Nation address no live on live feed na also wetie bi the echo and the ebe nyina balansa na ma me ne mpemfo en hyase ne yen komo na se na wotwe nyina se mebre na na APM one has to do with yen kwada hooliganism a course war especially with the obrachre and Swedru Business School de na bae no emu nsem bebre na no aba bepiem masisi ano nipa mienu students mienu ye de omo ekọ court a de omo asem sisia and also this issue of interco ene emu ensem bebre BPM this week and I feel so there's no bed syndrome BPM in our hospitals a branche ba ko asebi onya kwenhia wo circle here 29-year-old child semisa anka ye de ne ko hospital miensa ne nyina no sebi almost empa eni what that is the excuse they gave anyway na aban hye ode aba any what parliament is also saying nyina no ene ye be di nyina ho enkomo ye and of course the update on cocoa matters no now it is interesting cocoa farmers back-to-back demonstration and I feel so the government in itself led by Peto Tukono almost so TSC chiri and any cocoa farmers aiding to let them understand what is really happening efa cocoa no ho and ho komo nyina ewo honom and then the very good friend of Charles McCarthy Dr. Randy Abbey so aba becheche mu that 12 million na yes the ma black staff no aba becheche mu say bibia sa eni honom and ntino these are some of the matters ewo honom a yebedi ho enkomo ye pa and then of course yesterday what really happened ewo senior break with our farm fishermen no parrot in semia ekokosui ewo ho nyina no ya bedi ho enkomo Charles McCarthy managing editor at the Hawk newspaper Tenase also and a citizen of Todazi. Also Tenase General Secretary MIA GCPP and then Kojo Yeboah former youth organizer Ayawa so West Wagon on also Tenase Michen Godwin Asaribedia aspiring National Communications Director Emma the New Patriotic Party no so Tenase na fi yedi enkomo ye pa balansa na no yebesha se na yedi enkomo pemfo micha mu bibia bokode. Nice. Yes, so young here, pa. Yes, young here. Obi beka Fantini Bako mu citizen atudazi. Ye campo dia na chese afarefo kweja. Nti kweja citizen atudazi. I only wanted you to touch on that matter. This parity thing now for State of the Nation address and chassis on that because we were here when I was talking to Manoma on this particular matters and all that. I mean this attack yesterday, me sure saw it here. Charles, you are sorry. Charles so oko
that's more enzo that was and on up
unfortunately no manuma manuma is a technical advisor to the Minister of Fisheries
as we speak.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
One can
no one can.
Benya FM owner.
Yes.
Manuma.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a technical advisor to the Minister of Fisheries.
As we speak.
Ghana yetimuno manuma a technical advisor.
Or that DLC cannot say the manuma sebu why are they on same factors?
Be a technical
yeah, or your technical advisor or just
will be a technical advisor out here.
And I make sure say
no. Technical advisor.
Yeah, technical. Say what we do man wakudri mu nimu niema ekoba nyina inkom yo say wo mu nyina the experience and all that nyina onim nyina enti no so your technical advisor emma eye na den ge ko fa school ni
central for mo kan
o kan ho bi yen ko fa school ni obi a ko fishery obi onim fishing ho
eni mo ne eni na atomo no eno na yes a pirate we aba no. And now we studio and America chair will say.
And now 2 years saying.
Minister, I've stopped 45 vessels.
Yes. Yes.
From fishing within inshore.
Yes.
And also munkoye offshore fishing.
Yes.
Abra with security nye. Did I not say it here?
Yes.
1 month hour.
A new.
Na manu mani ho. Manu advice and they say they should protect your Venede canoe fishers.
Yes.
Artisanal fishers.
Artisanal phone. Yeah.
Inshore exclusion. And you have almost 6 nautical miles to fish. And almost no use vessels and they should go beyond Ghanaian waters. How Senyabre Kumpona Omajum Adbos Usaman for more than 12. Those canoes no more attack you. You do not have proper security, maritime security. Munibi. So before you ask people to go beyond 12, you must make sure there was surveillance. Or aircraft anchor, air monitor this. You don't have to. You need they will pass a man from enkonomunko attack no munko. Now coupon de wonya lata new. Unsi ebe kan omo so omo ntiase omo mpene no ena besi no ende mo hwini so a monim senyabriko we anye Nigeria anye Angola enye Brazil senyabriko ha ye nsu so ye de po omo attack on there was omo nko beyond ye de if you are no weak what are you abra wo minister na no control say Ghana we have a shortage of 700,000 metric tons of fish per year. Or see near a year be 1.2 million metric tons. You produce let me not get confused. Let me get the accurate figures for you. Or see you produce figures on the net I say about 550,000 metric tons. And Ghana yet to be produced a year. The demand is 1.2 million. You produce 550. We have a shortage of 700,000 metric tons of fish every year. We are now block vessels no mutimi kwedu. So mo ye dwuma di na mo neba no. Na wo si umo mu nye dwuma. Who does that? And to where they are two omo hwe no mo nye mo adwuma. Esiye na yakọ free soldier for no. Esiye soldier for na from some bambe. You see when you are a minister, when you the sector man na monte ase a. You see the fact that somebody is in the media. We are all in the media. When it comes to entertainment, minimum wrong. Remember? Anna, that is a bad newspaper. If you are, it's not your area. You can't be jack of all trades. Man, no, you're there. Man, I premise for committee na no chairman. And no authority for. No qualification.
Fisherman.
No qualification.
Well experienced fisherman.
Well, and
grounds.
And then they technical.
But
man, obeti manu madin Ghana ha na ye premise. afare for one gba na ma na no ye dede good for so and na ye technical qualification. What happens to Professor Campion no more Fisheries Commission on?
But happens will be but they have their positions. They know what they are doing. You can't see when you. Let me tell you the idea. Ufa obi ejuma. Oh, no pay. Directors or me boana or ma quadro mo sua dia ko enim. If you even follow the history of fisheries, but you're on grounds practical. The fisheries corporation. Papaya who can professor or no, I one day no will so down. And now you're tea. When you say Ghana, you need a single fishing vessel as a country. You need a single fishing vessel. So no man no my problem.
What are they doing as a ministry? Fishing corporation and what are they?
Okay, so your figures, your figures were right. Yeah. I mean, your figures were right. Yeah. As of early 2026, Ghana produces approximately 550,000 metric tons of fish annually from its marine, inland, and aquaculture sectors. I say despite this production, the country faces significant fish supply deficit, with national demand estimating 1.2 million metric tons, creating roughly 700,000 ton gap.
And you know what? What are they doing?
That is filled by imports.
Very good. It is deliberate. They created that thing.
That gap.
Yeah, for the importers of fish, to survive.
But what will Manoma be his position on this?
He's a technical advisor to the minister. On the two minister for Kwebe you be close to Gabu.
On your advisor. What's also a technical
advisor to the minister. Not to you, Kojo Preko Dankwah. To the Minister of Fisheries. And in your man be catch minister and minister efa. And I may catch us. You have this gap. What is accounting for the gap? Omo mutimi yi ade no in large quantities no what your musika and wa impando so mo nye djuma.
But the piracy has to do with security matters. So why do you want to deal with Manoma on this one? If it's security issues, if your navies and all those things are not in there to check. I mean, I said it. Experience.
There are 2 ministers for say, look, your these are the dangers that we are open to.
Waka.
Waka minister.
Yeah, Waka.
And on why they have.
Saying it's up to minister.
Buy 12 months and you don't know why.
Minister,
in terms of security. Put the new act about Act 1146. And at 1141, they say, okay, canoes, we have about 14,000 canoes, according to them, Fisheries Commission. And to pursue artisanal fishermen who buy, or fishers who buy. And they should fish in the Ghanaian water. Ghana, I mean, Ghana have control, sovereign control of 12 nautical miles.
Okay.
Beyond the 12 nautical miles, KPD. And yeah, offshore. What is it? Into any year, Ubia to be quiet no year or no. But inshore, no, 12 nautical miles. And I want to market 6. I mark those using canoes. And also, more using vessels there. They should go beyond the 12 nautical miles. Who does that? What Jimisika license? With 2 port charges, we are now. Who we are was a mammy name a dwell wounds you now what Jimmy and Hunsika, mammy name. Does it make sense to you?
Okay. And it's very interesting. In as much as we have that gap, my understanding again is that Ghana is also, exporting almost 44% of its domestic production, to Europe.
Ghana is exporting over Pioneer food, Pioneer.
Yes.
Pioneer free zone board. This thing. So produce Ghana, but just a little of it, and more reservoir. Kakrape, as the something within the range of 5%. No more, mudiko. And Ghana. Checking Pioneer food. So the tuna and what have you exporting? Vessels, it is a vessels that get the tuna. Can you avoid the tuna? mackerel and what have you. That is it. Until you export, and our cut, what block from January to today. From January to today, or more kwanyama export to Anyescano. Or so more money than me, what your musica. What your licensing fee need be you will not let them fish within your waters. They should go.
Are these local vessels?
Yeah, they are local vessels.
Okay.
You are a lawyer. When a company is registered in Ghana, it's a Ghanaian company. That is it. And these are registered companies in Ghana. So China need to have a registered company in Ghana or the Ghana ambassador. That is why they fly the Ghanaian flags at high seas. That is all. You can't be this wicked just to say you want to protect artisanal fishermen. No. And nonsense as well. For me, it should happen more.
Oh, how?
Now, Tim phone banner to never young pine never said by no one more guasi.
I don't know if be any guasi.
Because we are not your truth for no one tears who are nimu guasi no beer who tesimutaka nimu guasi.
Charles McCarthy and you're turning Kano.
And can you say a qualification and a defa Minister of Interior Mutaka Oko Police. Why prison? As Mutaka been a friend, the immigration officer. Mutaka no qualifications. Were D510 Ewo Parliament. BSc Agric.
Yeah.
BSc Agric. MSc. Development Policy Planning. And at A level, O level, and of course JHS or primary wabo, and then qualify my way interior minister. Say, Mama, na dump na 2 years so, and I will leave interior minister. Is it by qualification?
Now the interior minister be by qualification. Check history of all your ministers who have come.
His presentation in Parliament yesterday, the kind of things he said in Parliament, and I may play back to him. Because at the NDC side, Ubenya Peter Tobu.
Yeah.
Our riser, I think they say ASP, is it ASP? Superintendent of police. Or what near panel if it is by qualification, if it is technical know-how, and Kabenya. Now, cassette protocol. Now, you will not let anybody. Oh, I will summon for diabetes. Did you report? Ni pastor and there what diabetes are not more training camp or MPP for training grounds. How many were not qualified and not more wow over year minister 1 year you did not report to Ghanaians? How many?
Okay.
Serious. Let people be serious in this country.
But I say Charles, any attending cannot. Could you be able to there?
Yami had no way, bra.
So the new cuckoo out there put the ancadia day.
Who put the million tabum and once some can say, but the automatic fish thing there. Your money and as a cookie pusa, fish board, ding chamber beer, Okotakra and a board, ding chamber beer. The Okwashanta region, they are fish, a foot chair, cookie puss. A Ghana pen of being as I do. Okotakra, the Ashanti region fish a foot even greater craft, fish a foot chair, Ashanti region fish a foot chair, greater. And so soon, what am I say? I said, we last week a better than a Chaseka. Say, a choir minister and a fire for a faso. You can't start doing as a versus your company in an air 100 and something, 107, 45, and I know so in Kwejuma. Meanwhile, you register or register ni pano. Say roadway in India, man. What you I don't also want for Kwana. So it will register on the roadway the other day. What you say, you know, Mokem. Now, I acquire one first amount. So, what was the way? What was the a plantain? One more cran, now on the bano. A more noses of Johnny Quenimu. It was a more baby. Corabo be on ya, and no more. I reach a muso among your sardiano. Some look out for near Mamma, but we would cry the bad year. Once a near a kufa, maybe a chemu, a mamu baby, a full issues on Ekano. So I'm the finishing product never. And Crofobin yes, Kaum, it's not even my toy, the Bianca, and I'm a boy. The same thing in the minister, so yet a fire for no. Modia Mamon, Quania Mamma. Now no your quartema. fishing harbor hono no Kojo so udro na hwe ma omba be fa nam ne ade omu nyina gu obi anko obi ama me wa ba ne so oba na oba be ma obi adwuma ma na ye ama na ye to be point obi as a minister ne nipa no be trans minister no oba nhihye bi a ebe ma obi adwuma gu a ye ba betra no ma ne be ka ya be shaban no ya be ta na ji so otutu bibia yi ana da bi be anya bi ebe be sure some of the ministers or don kon da bi ka say few bi na cover bi o ebi no nyuma die nsani otuma se ebi nyuma die nsani ana no wo ka me Charles kan yakofa muta ka de baba shemu because at the end of the day say the adwuma edi ama wo kwa farefo yi a ye ma me ne ma de ade kofa nam ne ba omo de ba ne ye de ama omo ton no ma ama omo no so agina omo de ba abetonto ama esa enti che ni wa ono so okokofa ho no ono so no baba ye ho adwuma e de abe no aduane o ono so beton ama obi no obi so ato e no akoton ama nipa no so de e aduane che ni won to bi anya ne de ne mfa so na ma ne ma so atete what transit what you want and we say some of the companies omokra and nam de ba no om de betima transit every week or every month betima jom A B C D am bottom why de timi ma wo wadwuma ne nkoso se de be ya all the time me ne nkrofo e ho beto ye what man ade ne de nya na sanya na so nya anya o ye be kan pepepe minister no so nhihye o de agu o ene ade no na so table it ha na e Ghana for there after the table nya Ghana for there what man say entu hono de enye ye mo ban wo se de hana ke yi na mom me ma munyi na monko table na chiwo enkoko yi na what mi da yes statica de in less than 2 weeks ene akota ka enuam no esenya breku de mi na me kromo de ko wankasa me na mfofo na no madam fo mi ma me webo because need 2 days hono mo hono ma farefo no ye ne so mo ba we de me ka on joking side o mo ba enyum na ye ebo no yi o twi ni mo no akọ speed ye and omo dey asa omo dey different thing altogether etike enyim awobo normal no ese DJ di twin no na ko speed e ho na bo se mema akọ adwuma ba
on per tempo ne high
I'm telling you Kojo senya bregu otuma se afare for you omo na sem ya to omo ti ne me na me ti say issue aba ade ba bita mesre ya no otuma se ti dia mesre omo ampani se mesre no womo na ni nko some of the appointees ne ho because goodwill ne ho no Ghana for no rehemu so ye ne ma papa ba bia ye dure wan hwe yankofo bi se wa mamu na mutaka kasa no kasa omo ampani and trauma reset agenda now reset na o ka ho or reset bibi what good party for nyina ba bia pa nanado NPP bae what is here for security service bia ensem bia ba ho what is obi ma kokko exams bia asem bia ba ho won ko ne yan exam bia nye ti straight 1 hour ne hwe ade nanim wo ko straight 1 hour na wo ko ne jata kon ana was bokon e de ben o how no na nkrofo kwakwato aba na chance ka no se ka certificate a enka won qualify won nkrofo mo PhD good dem wouldn't conform one security courses anymore still na them because of conform go to abano and this minister some way e bia said civil and kede funny pa say the ye yan ke bia ba ko qualify by foot soldiers mi na akoto aba and the one that advantage near dey ye dey am to ba e say otimi dwene nipa ho and this form go trade ye nyina o mo bokagu
okay
and this what to o mo to form say bokagu e bi to we no mo to me say mutaka mo bokagu amomo kafie and obia na o gina hon we defend so o ya de papa bi di amaga e dey na o ya de papa so on the one paper so called protocol so one that way do you so called protocol I even the protocol ni o na onye protocol
only Charles na money na mutanka
enye protocol anka won ke be minister
Charles Makati
and na say enye protocol anka no be minister say enye protocol na nkrofobi empanimfobi ya won ko na di ntiri ameba o what man say the American say so called protocol so what can full soldiers no nkrofobi ya juma enkrofo ye adwuma mu deserve appointment aye no onya bi obi dia no say wake up ebe kono na ochinan ye kwakope cargo plane ya what supporters agum no akobo ni sem ama ne ho mfifrate no eno pe no ohwehwe na drusu a wo say ebi am sports minister ye mfa obi anko wo so qualification and kede kwanka ye mfa enkrofo abato ya na edo akosi wo they say also the same thing no omukasa the same thing so they could the make an say and this from penifo an hweye owura John say edu ketia say yenkom na nyina we nyina e hye ne say o
okay
what is your start here no and France o person obobo no me wane empa ya dika ya pon and was akofa board ya be gina park so person obo enu nti onwene efie ne ma
supporters bi any park no so
ya pon match no ade no no kwasa akofa board person obebo
referee bi an
enti ama adwuma no person adwuma so ye wonye and one share so and appointees
on ayawa so boy campaign
ayawa so election who nya bi ya pon no obi anim say we mi nua anim say ho nkotase ko emphasize obi ani so NPP ko ehu
as fine communication director na o kasa say
anim say there's no need send people be sika e dey akoko waste better say sika no wo be yes registration po e be bo ayawa so is NPP be no wafa. Okay. One way. Did American say yes? Omampani and na pam for the chief of staff. Omo for Nancy for mo. Okay. Ne good way na pepako. Udi agroni come march na se ko draw. Second half assemble extra time assemble. Okay. San profo we mo adwumboni wo mutri mu brabo mo no. Wan hwe na ko mistake number jam mo we ya. Wọ́n mú bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹ ní ẹ mẹ́bí wọ́n kúrẹ́ mú àwọn ẹ̀dí pàbẹ́ wù. Yes.
All right. Mẹ́ta ṣe maame nkọ́ ẹ̀yẹ ọ̀fọ̀rẹ́ ní ikọ̀ ẹ̀jà. Ono mu citizen atodazi na onchre de ko ene de ba
somebody grab
some brain send your machine or hena bibi as a born be born ko no ha na draw so bem na boy extra time
penalty obia bi wini
godon mo be share
ana pay me minche na minche affinity
okay
na minche
see the practice penalty kick no you have no idea
na minche munu no ma wa
okay
am da na pay the godo nya kra nkon kasa nkobija mam eni anu ma ebie na wa kan sem na Pocho say Minister of Fisheries, na Minister of Interior. Someone had the opinion one day. What more on Crow Kessben TV? Na Kessben 92.9 FM. Won't tell her. I think the many Charles Maakye na Kojo Preko I've known them for a while now. I think it's probably getting to about 4 years. And when they are passionately talking about something, it is a good call for you to look at what they are saying. And they also have a lot of following. In Kofu friend also come on some channel. Sometimes I want to be a friend the miss you na because they feel the opportunity yen sebi dodo but it's just an opportunity that we have been given and people feel that once we have the chance yen kasama in same be our work can be on one some oh yeah it be more sentiment where that catch them on the worker. And you don't always get the opportunity to meet these ministers to even have a conversation with them. I think one of the key ways of solving most of the challenges we have is being a listening leader. Most of these ministers, they like to talk. Because they feel they know. People would wish you feel. Now we say a cultural. You know that's what happened to MPP government. It got to a point when you want to talk, they want to show you that they know more than you. So then everybody was pushing that, even including some of their own members. Let them feel. Will feel that they will come back to their sense. And Paso, there was one video at Nancy Amikonwi somewhere in 2018 or 2019. I was telling somebody in studio there, as someone making tea, or end them watching a muko position. I will have a kind of young coffee so wanyade. A damn who the impan or a come with the young coffee so wanyade, and I'm sending video the man. Or so yeah. After 6 good years, whatever I said came to happened. The same way I am meaning what people go through when they get to the power. What na sit no do meaning is all come. Yarba always sit no do. Aya what na do pe na the mabo na come. Inti kasa chira won bia wonti. They do the same mistakes others did that took them to a position. Because you had gaps Ghanaians complaining about. Eba power. The same people that will complain about the gaps in Ekohoho. It's mostly the people's manifesto.
You use the People's Manifesto to campaign for 2020. In a mobile power, Yami Adumina mobile power no so you've had a chance in 2024 to you had a chance to go back and refine your People's Manifesto. Eba power, you go back to the people to explain the situation about Betono to them. They be dum na ya babeto. Some of the yama ye can be owa. Se ka dey implement now problem na ye be yin. Inti dem no ye dey modwen ho den. You think up with them and start implementation so that you work with them on the issues. But sometimes when you would do so so in an attempt to solve one problem, you create more. Because that chance more king. If you speak to the minister and those from inside, me I should also work is to protect artisanal fishermen. Mobile won your competition because one of the key things and apofufu complain about in them petroling odwana fa no when boat was so work near or ponodo or the pam namni bi na namni bi also in kitten cry no war net in the way or ye getting kitten otumichi nama in the dollar wonu cry na watching ko so the farmers fishermen nankasano or complaining about some of these challenges that we're facing. And sometimes in an attempt to address it, if you don't address it wholly, now I can create another problem. That's why it's always good that you don't meet just one stakeholder and respond to them. You meet all stakeholders and will be any issues. Then we build consensus there. My yarfe, at least I will be one film do. It used to be enough film day. Intase or because it's shown. It is an implementer. On your beat, Nanka Chas, Nanko be a friend of every friend Chas, as American in Karakamam, but on yet them naughty. Says Yena Yakob Krum. But it could become no yet them. They've never met, like you're saying, you've taken what you need to take. How I need to work and survive, so then I antagonize all your policies implementing the board. I think the engagement of stakeholders are very key. At least the community was very responsive. But see that the chief fisherman was in Breku was part of this in terms of attempt at what you call John. Now central region chief fisherman Charles also on task the technical advisor. I don't see anything wrong with it. I think you can have some people have had 6 to 7 technical advisors. You can have, depending on ABR who ministry in Chichema, you can have different technical advisors. If probably that person lacks certain expertise, that is different. But at least even if full and friendly premix the guy has expertise on it. It's not a problem. You know, it's not a problem. So I think that in terms of expertise, and I don't think that's what Charles wants to say. Charles is concentrating on let your expertise work. Inti mama on come out also there. So be your friend technical advisor. I don't think that's what he was trying to say. That is not what I'm saying. But it can come out like that.
He's not giving any advice.
You understand? It can come out like that. Kade offering you to me technical advisor. May I shine there? If we're a technical advisor, let your results show. Because at the end is results. If you are working, the result will show there. Really, you are working.
But I say a year of foreign citizen Ato Dazi, General Secretary MIGCPP near 10 and Canon, and also Ede Nidia by Mamenko a year of foreign Gordon Asari Bediakon. Honum Nafi on also aspiring National Communications Director Emma the MPP on also Tenase Yending Komo of any God you have a code there.
Yamadum Bobo, Kojo, now so what to say?
A radiadum Kakra, also why if also why if
na citizen can't see BCC na I think said the na Charles as a technical advisor.
Yes.
Abia or no person no the strict meaning of technical advisor. Omun pe from any pakron. Ometipa can say well your practical advice it doesn't matter. Because the practical experience
no here
what you say
because why
of course you can't take such a person out to know you hear the experience it's a technical advice and they say if you behind will be a dream you tell the practical advice and yes nomenclature
technical advice and a Charles McCarthy
it's me the practical advice nomenclature because you hear the expertise na and ayi beba so state of nation
beba so pa entima me no won chase mfi ho no west
me buy
ana me fan chase won
me kuta papers be
me do chase entina me ka cho no
o da bi my face me ka bi
of any garden
face no say say we ni pastor ti nyini it is no and fish that the best everything hard but me no them done justice to it me can except to say I didn't cause an A. Say West Africa coastline, it is the most dangerous coastline in Africa. And you America is a recorded a year. Say that broke was a here for the a crowd.
Yeah, I mean, or 2 here.
Obiti boat to sue a war if started through soon or call my 10 minutes will be room.
Okay.
Yes, 10 minutes will be do. It be true. Yes, she security. Yes, she security pass. Everyone will because and your pirates they say a cronfo be na or multi-boot so and I say cronfo I got taboo to swat why pirates
yeah
cronfo got taboo to say why pirates and the idea course in the past 71 as I say nyamina dum ho afofi yenye very careful and my yemfa your coastline in Yagro baby too close to home a dangerous it yenhwe internal security and external security yenhwe they say they be a BCB last year we busy you
last year
BC water region
okay
me ba me sure din to baby see ya hwa na say the be ya
rainfall
esi wo denu ene aflawo
wow
yes east coast no denu ni aflawo you know so am roberts sa na mo so mo ko full boat o my by Paris esi last year enti no o say bone crimes no ho etre bi a evolve first Bible say wo area bo man na won't am robbery ho but a chill was about 10 years later 20 years later no one was ba ku bi esi ha na ba ku bi esi ha e say me adwen ko say na efie mu am robbery yisuru ade ye ho adwuma ye hwe coastline no say senate so that be intimacy bi
okay yen share state of the nation address no this
and na me gusa in fact
10 minutes okay na fe mabase ya maba
me kuta Daily Democrat
yes 10 minutes
me share front page so na story bi any ho me the graphic e be twato ma share the Ghanaian publisher so na story bi any ho the Chronicle so na story ni ho News Center so na story ni ho Daily Guide no so na story Ghanaian Eye no so na story e say din keti age ho aboso okay where is another Ghanaian Eye Daily Gist no so na story. Then I come to Daily Graphic, the state-owned newspaper. There's a certain Sona story. Okay?
What do you mean by a certain Sona story?
It's almost like an obituary story. So we newspaper, Charles McCarthy, the president is going to deliver State of the Nation address today. Kessben 92.9. Opa Munkoshe last year, dear. Opa me analysis of the past 10 years. Say president, Eko Kasa, our parliament, and this could be the most important speech or statement from the president. Open as a mom, baby, again, yes, yeah, beduno, as ye tie. Pepe be any. Anyway, I can tell you some paper with graphic him, a won't batter him. Because what shall deal with ya? And maybe a bit controversial, but ye Stanbic Bank leads $205 million financing for EMP. Stanbic Bank leads $205 million financing for EMP. On the day the president is going to deliver State of the Nation address, what are you telling us? Kessben 92.9. President who yahu. As far as president can and then who me and ye. It's a shame. it's a shame hwe business die memenya na kama ye adwuma budwo bia ma fadi pa mienu ma fadi pa baako we have 4 we have 5 na obi ekononim enti I am not downplaying the importance of Stanbic Bank leads 205 million finance for EMP. I'm not downplaying it today. Never. I can't do that. But on the day of Sona, Abba, but never the president, why? Say, and then the day, one more Ghana for you now, in the history of Ghana, 57%, as I say. Nane, woko dine hine, akwa kasa, Pepe Bia and Fam Mobia, and said, get here, say, Ubia, I see, and necessary release this day. What is this? Mentias you. As a Chinese saying, I said, yeah.
One funding one state-owned media and farm na me private person am.
Exactly. Say state-owned newspaper.
Anya.
And the idea sha, get what is all the two screens so will be no any baba so. And in fact, it will be to hear black on white or white on black. Even that black we component a fainted black. Can tell me I'm lying. Shall we have black way and the black way? Shall Stanbic story way black no and then so na story black and the difference in him. Even though me a color blind. Black. What is say I can't we call tar black. We call tar black. It is story we who here time. Ghana for nyina and na ya ho asema ye kwa kire. Why do we do that to ourselves? Adentra.
We say commercialization
of all newspapers. Anyway, etino media a surprise me kakra. So mo be yesa. Ebe o mo ka san watch side obeka ne no. But minua. Edwuma yi o ma kakra. The president beka ne no. Newspaper bit to say daily graphic. Etimi a project.
Yes.
And the baby and Sabia.
Yes.
O man panyin no why yes etino eti no focus on no man abi a Kessben say bi wase ne ya tro ewo because no be too quite and no ntimi ntie sad na bad na what the beko the baby but a hard dream minimum the bonnet president why ye what communication department I don't really know me name the fellows and what to kwan sa well ye hwedi and so na a constitutional requirement entino obeko na kwa woko no
I don't know mostly
yam say you nyina who say constitution kwampo no based on your tradition and culture and the media
yenko
minim so ko ahimfia bia ya na ewudwanto ahene ewo o makro bia so minim Ghana de ewudwanto ahene say ke ewudwanto ahene a ewo my Ghana said national dwanto ahene a ekaya ende ese ko mampanyin mahama ekwana kudi nachi ekudi dwanto ahene nachi na ke dwanto ahene di dwanto akoma kokoakuafo say o mampanyin mahama se opamochewo decision ye ba ye ya o mati kokofo esika 1,000 kokofo sika almost sasia me person make be kind of millions because you new Ghana nti ya na kind millions now I've never been comfortable. But I don't know, politicians also they also prefer to use so that now convince will be says kind of so saying 1,000 cities and over and what every kokos minti be that me we say 2,500 Ghana cedis e so chair 3,600 minti be that me we 2,500 cedis e so chair 3,600 na okwabrane friend is saying Vandabola
Pito
Tukono and yes offensive e din dia different Commonwealth na ene watuka cars akese police ni sa atene nchen eno makogina afum ka chef kokoakuafo say me ka che say 2,500 eso che 3,600 jeso say I was I one just was jeso say 2,500 no eso che 3,600 more than Ghana be mu de wo ya afedie 2 eso che 7 I don't get it ultimately I am expect to say and the president be abaso to be a or serious e be so bite bullet be an ording e be no so the cross wo carry ni so career only responsible enough to carry the cross and stand up to his own decision say me decision ye enye MPP for na akoso na ofa on pacha wo say ade we die mesra mo bibi na aba ye kodi dwa eye wrong projection eye and ya boka agu etimonti ase na momu no the next 2 years the next 2 seasons the next 2 cocoa seasons musika na ya tene no mo fa some de aboy besia season bia ba light crop or the bende ba ye betua amamo ska we ni sa banfa ekwen be fa so bia we have to pay the cocoa farmers their due.
Okay.
Me pacho I'm expecting say and then meti 24-hour economy no ho asem. Na min 24-hour economy authority no one will be on the be. Is that what say act?
Me act is here, but okay, thank you.
Memo. Na wo kanya obobu say e de ni bedru ha. 24-hour economy President Mahama ko gina simpie so ene de clock kakra kabi e that central guso say if I be see ho ene ye chi mu no say ba ko ba kwa adwuma 8 o'clock na wa pon 2 na we so pon 2 a na we so from 2 no na wa pon 8 we pon 8 a no so aba no so pon 7 that is the 24-hour economy. Usha authority no a bill na I act say act na me wo bi what kind part is about the productive session, productive industry of the country. It has nothing to do with public service. Nothing. Me could act libi. Also productive sector. It not just say obi ya brobe obi ya socks obi ya ntuma obi ya mpabuo e ho no mokwa boam na 24-hour economy. Is that what they promise in opposition? No. It am expect say president no ene obe cheche mu say 24-hour economy no et say akoduru say enu ahụ na jere meeting Kojo Dankwah abanu opposition ye busa say 24-hour economy dey no be ya we say don be ya ni say regional capital bia ebenya airport Kojo Dankwah enya rate eye video ye wonu aka interview say 24-hour economy no regional capital bia ebenya airport o omba what be sa Felix Kwachofo say 24-hour economy ni say omba be stimulate the consumption of wachi midnight.
Sound okay.
Felix Kwachofo so etika wo da no anadwo be 1 am na be jam pumachi wachi na biyo we de mako na ehye to na ehye makro ni wom ye kumasefo no ye kan ye kumasefo no ye kan welo ye kan kahuro kumasefo no say kan kahuro wachi na biyo mako hyeto de ehye kahuro we de eden anapɛ de emre na jam pumachi o. Was it they are going to stimulate the consumption of watching midnight? Felix Kwachofo. I said the Ketia say 24-hour economy be we are well da daytime medjuma da. It would die bobe 8:30 one man adube 8:30 one man. No was sorry well da. What for na there who so near you so dream machine na wo kɔ nwura mu hɔ no be ko si fie no. Now ko you big gate. It abroche for boga fo yi. Wo bad ya ewiam ti kwahwa wo dan say me gate ni me wall no say na munye no because unya well done no just anaju 1 am what be that e say the chane kan ye how e say the ketia say well the bia na anaju no want me send the video na mamo say if you don't have it I will have them me send ya mamo e te do anaju a obeti light so e say the ketia me magazine this fuo and my general blanket statement.
You're being specific.
I'm being specific. I said the get say omo foundry workers nyina mo obi anko adwuma wia ene anopa da anajo ni President Mahama better light so amount and they light be ekuduru 28% na mo so mo da tum cumulatively no wo light bill it say wo fi and then obi obeta ka che say the light bill cumulatively ya tum 28% even ba kono feeling the mass. Because obia there on the average, what we are facing is not less than 45% increment. In reality, that is the reality. That is why energy ministries as a mass set up committee say boa e can right away because I do true. But they know say what we are saying is the truth. It's the state of the nation address it here. Right. I'm not expecting much because they haven't done much.
Okay. But I say, offering Gordon Asaribediako and yetene kind of 60 minutes into 9 a.m. and chat na offering Kojo Boa eso edene de Ashisha Bransa no offering Susie heba atnase ono so fa ne de nhihye so ma na afi wi a maba Kojo ho na Kojo den dia to aso na afi makọ a citizen ato dazio na Charles Maakye and we on the State of the Nation address ofari ni Suzy wi akọ de
yanko pa adun Kojo
wi ya kama medase pa medase se mission for the citizen
oja osujan na so pa
oja na so pa
ene ma mutede ni my resi asa ne ho ene den
I know sister
ma mutede ya really nyina
away sister
sibi men de on ma
sa but me hu say yen no ma yen no ya bubo bi no yes it me hu why not me hu
what you say
on person obeka na Kojo beka ji atum sam pa de ye
say na ro wo ka chere say o ma na ko ma bodo o boy lo go aduma etele wa shada wa eku
wa shada eku sa de sa na me for
bi e ko yim de yanko passe Kojo uni say Suzy ye ni so de hunu de ye pa ni say ye be hu say odasani a wote ase as bibini black man a Ghanaian wo be sori anopa na wo de ahoden wodi to me might wobetimi nso akura wo nipadua mu wagina wo na akoye adwuma asom oman no mepacho we are fast approaching Ghana month eba it's time edrusa is season and a time we should remind ourselves wo en pa Oduman kumadi achaye as country oduman kumadi achaye sa before and the pa any baby pa nyankopon di ye bedua ye appreciate enti bring your bride we kai will say you should wear Ghana, eat Ghana, drink Ghana, sleep Ghana, enjoy Ghana. So ubanom Ghana ubaya Ghana mu bibia na wo apomudempa for Ghana na bi esa wo yare eno ni CB men capsules. Suzy Herbal Center yadro nyesa ye sorry ya na ye koyeye enyesa ye di obi echi ekosua ye obi kura so akwa China ekosua bibidro na China wa bibidro cha bibi mamu dabi ye ne wo organic papa ye nwei tna ne bo efo no ye nto esisi nrem eye nnua ene ngaban enuaba esisi nrem ana ye kwa ye kotu ni free Bible say munya ne kwa momfa makwa yekotwe nua no ayi na haban no ye wawan na bread tutu ni ntini free fu epe any staff we dem ko wure mo pe na etuaka afa ye dia ba na ya ba hatamu na ye dia famfidie mu afa science mu na fa ya boto ne kama na ye dia maw na mo content na we mu ni dia is African Ghanaian natural organic bibia enim adwe kai say Obranya do bi enfrem preservative bi anim chemical bi anka ho eye organic na ye free room na ela ya dry a powder a coating capsules na ya bottle no fire branding no ye e de amount enti misraw won so de adro ni tie wie no we ye mema de we ye be ma na wo syphilis gonorrhea ene sa infections no a edi mema nyanama we asin na agite de abawa wieye wanenye na wo kekawo na nsu egu na yese na nse egu ho utimi nyonso tuso na muhyew na wo bre afekura de wada ne under 2 seconds wadro ye CB men capsules anopa ubayi mienu afe anwume wo kwa akoda na wasan ayi 2 na afe wanom na wonom a hwe said wonaye mbesia ye obedwunso wano kakra na dwunso de na obeda do na ma wutumi de nti bo se wodwunso kra no na wadi tar so wutimi na bombe ya fo okro ko no ma yei wo she bibi awuro eyesa wade mu bebu ebe pegja so la gina so na that time no wo so ko obi da won nchen na Friday ti adwudwane nyina mu se de be ya ye be kanya Friday anwumre no na ye de na ye anije me pa chow so ko obi da won nchen so abetena so obetake from behind so be man hibaro obema fu chicken o ye wawie o ko from 25 minutes to 1 hour wani baji 2 in 1 o body sa na ekoyie eye CB men na ade chie no pana wo kwa adwuma ani gie ni ahoden foforo bi a wo de be kwa adwuma no wa kasa be hu se ampa wa ye bemma mu a wa ye complete man wa ye guy wani age wo nsfo dazi e wo fie no CB men ene ye adwuma making na usisi eya wo ya oposo ya wo ya kwanchi ochi kase backbone no na eya wo ya obi wase mebo wonam nyina gire tetere ya bo na se wakwadware nsuo mu na honam ya wo ya no wo benum CB men capsules obi wase me na mejime bana me honanya me ya num CB men capsules obi sister first me am pa me gina so ho me bossa 20-30 minutes na me nwie me pa cho ena de so ate num CB men e ma me imagine so esa yare eyi yare free me ma so bonus ne nto so de ma wo say be mo waya de no wempem wo betumi adidi na wo nipadua ya wo din woni be giu nipadua ho ama nigye abafie CB men capsules ebo me ma pa eyi yare ahodo bebre efi wo ho ama woni gye me pa cho ba bibia eto do Ghana we ye CB men wo hono mo ato na onso wanom bi ye wo CB women CB women eye mama say said ye me ma de CB men no sa na ye sa mama obi be sa na mo anyini nyina prakunti to ba kwana no a na nipa me nu nom anka ya krampo sa na ye no ye ba ye be mai enya matu mi nu ne ya say no tikani na ye ba ko a nkeye nanso akwankyerɛ Nyankopɔn de maaye ani so de wurade yi kyerɛ ye no nye sa no kan no o kyerɛ de yemfa mama na o kyerɛ de yemfa mama ye ka boma ye bo wurade asem so nyamedwuma ne ye enti ene ye be ma de ya yo ba de sonko etimi nua bai won so se unya infections ade ba mu wa hunie wa se se keka wona nse eguo na so firi woba na mpampan ba na ehwa abie anigye ma ho poto bi ni namwo be ma ba ade akia no afomi busybody na ni anye obi be chensu no o wa me nwalo no de tutu nkrofo anim afa die onya be wura ba ku se okwa anu anu no o friend pakro di na o maintain nko no wa block what to busybody oboa o chatting nkrofo oba na ni anye ho oba wo sa situation ma ugifo nie eye CB women capsules eyi infection o de poa syphilis gonorrhea ne sa chlamydia ne we ni nyina figo sa white no etu nase ekoni padue no moja ne mu ekum sa yare mo wani nyina e sha se tighten vagina walls no ema e ho che fine empampa ni nso ni nyina tutwa bibia koyi sa wo bu nsa na wa ya si twawo usisi ya na wa ya si ya ubu nse maye ensisi so na basa regulating yen fine CB women bebo oba wo pens wo ni peduam wontumi ndidi wo nya miscarriages bibia kotena wodie ne mo nom CB women na bebo mawie no me ma ho fadua CB soap wonanti pai wonsam ye din hyeche wom wonanti fleki wonanti nunu nantama propro ekuro wo moweremu wonsam na mowerɛ wonsantama propro wa season ibai enkrofo na no pro ni nsantani ne mowerɛ pro na ne nantamu so pro otie nso mo na nantetala ye no foot adura bebo ye CB soap ebebo we yi sa enema ni nyina de afiri wo ho ama na yeyi e de pedicure enema ni cure be ba chaw ye numbers no ena aba screen so no mamu TV no e numbers le wo screen so no ba modern na frɛ woni eni nkomo mamu tie radio no so monye 0247 11 1671 eti kojo
okay
yeah the best
all right
na nyame ya aduma
all right
Monday yes
yeah so mera se Susie Heba ani yete omon kan so na me catch you say yeguso hanuma yedi enkomo efa what is happening yes state of the nation address na hon komo na yedi SCA no intino yenhwe na yentoa so e wo honom 25 minutes into 9 am din e dey mansanson for Kojo Preko Dankwah ofana nyikojo ebo ma minti on state of the nation address na femembra citizens so on that call mitio
me da asimi ne Kojo nsa fa kwanya so me initiative for ne ahwefo enemy amenia obetu jandam say eso timu say 24-hour economy na NDC abane e de we start some of the place uko DVL kra omo ye djuma ne dodo other places are start ya omo ehhehye ene say unum say Kojo ade na djuma na say be chichembe miensa otima say se be chemu miensa dia at least omo mba djuma so mso be didi entino wache na ne ton na wia no eni kwase sa ma me no ton wache no koda eso no so set bi chichemu na sabiem se be omo mba na dwene so nya aduane adi eno nche se na dwuntie ba djuma ye ni die o ye be didi edi 24-hour economy no obia sector bi obia no said the be adwuma bia no obia na no pa na awia no anadwo be cause the same thing it obi kan as I said you get an cancer work anadwo a yam fa be obi window chi there but still now e kwa na e fa so work cause no e be cause pepepe work just ma make na e do ba bia mo uba me area ma there say work ya ni muslims in edi acha 11:30-12 charge also the same thing ya me kwa ho ne ekoto work muslim fo nyina so be ekiribia ya pon ne be duro na work asa Kojo bi no ho wonti ase otimaze edo mo hye ne ma yi na nso ma bi no wa menti ase we aduane anka mu nyina mu ni kaka Christian kakra na e de na sa 11:30 na sana oh utosi okodi na najo 6 o'clock aden e say santem che first no ena ngongo kakra Kojo mi na de me expect kakra e wo mampani mi say ene ma ekosu ye kama de but o check say bi na mo omoka electricity ni ade and I said to me the name kakra go anhye energy minister perfect way adwuma and the power ne gina so bi agina so kama de but e say we nkrofo kakra and no sa name those things I said to me ba me ba me bu ewo pa ne Kojo who's a big push on this kasem yakofa yenyeska ye de ba be yakwan Kojo Ghana kwa de nyekra o me pese no na o mampani no na me maintain obehye mu kina because your area bi won ma ba bi to say even Accra ba bi say constituency adenta constituency Kojo ba bia no betima fama na yeye gise bia okura pika bia na bi 4x4 bi na betima room Accra hampo no na akwa villages ni adada west it is no any idea me say mampani say e hode omo inkim kom express road om so mba be ye no afi ono ye tepe ana wo hwe ne we kura mpo a ne wani age de won person be no om nko ba Kojo me we de me catch mampani onye selfish kakra what ma say mampani akufu ado ba na ye bona chi o ba na zo ko chebi ana wani age yen kan no krenche ba bia no kre opon say this one edika echebi kwan no akufa do ba o sa de asfa ba mi ensa sa tazo ena wo kwa o se chibom kosu ache ba kwa level ni different ba che ba se 10 bomu a ne thickness is different wo kokuma sa de hakuma se kwan no eda form wo be za ko akufa do kro mu no a gisa wo fro as a ramp what is so gay ekuro ni ba bia Kojo se tazo ni debi afro sahara no kuma se dey light enti what that from anyway more raising into cost no
and I will fa what for flight
me flight am fa won e from na me nam even Sunday was me ko kuma se me say ekuro no awram what to two kro ni ye Kojo nkra se wo ho nyina chebi nkra se o mu gu asfalt nya ize wo fa so na ko du ba bia na minister ba ko minister ne tia Akufo-Addo Kessben sana wo fa minister no Kojo nkro ni nyina mu gu so enne omu ni ho mu enkai du mo Kojo na no me fa flight kokosi tamale na me kobole Kojo areho o mampani onye selfish kakra na mfi se e hope na ebia enye se wo fida area no a na wo to abama o mampani a wo be ka se sebiam sebenya do wan ka santi wo ye correct de because when your mampani wa na kwa we ni de ko nikromo Kojo last week me ko fa tachima de na sa akobole Kojo ye west o mampani nya selfish men ka se Akufo-Addo niema ni bi o wo de wo bu amamu papa Akufo-Addo ba ne selfish of ni kromu kwan ni ade o mampani so hye ne area mu fo ni on hye o mani monyam yes o fia na se wo kobole wo du tamale wo fro player gise o yu atare ebubo che bag no apekokofo mu hye wo ko fa tachima de na gise o pa okengia adentia what man say only those things no make sure say ya kwan na wo Accra ni ade all the places you be yen ye and only the main thing because at the end of the day we say no the important mo bia enuani Kojo me no kasa na say aduane abupa o akura bi ompa wo akwa be fa so betiri aduane ba kroma eden because acquire nyinti and a man yes because me no kasa fu e da form say team hwe menu God remember the car air condition is was so tank full because of buy papa ba eniema ko ye fuel ifo enne so wo mpese better condition bi ana condition wo yare bi ndom mpese be use condition no car bi okura car keto bi a wo 350 tank ayema it is a what my yenta eniema wo nyina na bibia ba form dia ade na ya nwina akwan ne ho ni entimi nkwe nkura se nkofa duane ne eniema ma na omo ti akra mu bu ye faso ati betima ba form kakra dia ma ye it be so mampani se enne all corner dia on touch basis ba bia ti mamufuo ne benya ahoto ye benya rehemu because they say I'm only the good one there and once I make it sure we want to go kan ho but we on from mutaka fan ko na say masa they drone the ratio for be kan what man say they drone me to consider e be kan because juma me dey share won sa no en hihia wo dey agusu no what my party for no enwi party for no high party for no so afei na obabeche da ben obi wo diabetic a patient that workers of work security ese mamuta can provide this what must say obi what ayare we onu mpo nka ne ho say no aseme na oka no wo ko training abekọ mrika kwa de manema na sa ayare wo no obekọ to ko we wo ko gina parliament na so kan bi wo so obi anka no kra dia wo so kan no kra at least nipa age wani mu to say MPP ta mutu for 42 40 ni ade emrante ni ade no omu ni yare bia sa ade omu to ko training fine but oba be gina simple so the whole parliament house be sa allegation we dia so man it be prove but what o mampani we on friend nkonche no nka nche say akra kama eboa so performance nye what was say two na wo boni ho fie what say adukwe papu what was say 206 wake up Germany so okay akwana no boy 203 no ehwa Germany for 5
ye nyini film so da
ye nyini film coach ni we no but we do nyini film
okay
because NDC mabru no mkoto abana na menua na ka no and mren krofa bre
okay
akufa do ba enya kra de enkrofo bi fa ho am na mo anipa
okay
wo mo enya kra bo sime so a say net and they just enya 27 28 anya crowd obenya pay kakra ma won so apoje NDC fo atena fie kufu ado ba ofa nipa 8 years man fa NDC fo ni bi o fa ni kukom nice way a secret protocol o mo ye pepepe fe no mo de fa nkrofo wo di wa ba wo na ate computer se na wo computer wo na ate ase wo na wonimu wo na ahye computer ye wo na for the right people wo fa nkrofo only mutaka
wenye so na
ninye so na wo wi a wo fa nkwanchen
e ba pe no baka sa brew
wa hanipa ama wa ha party ama party Kojo ministro wa man ba bi o man ko bi level of your mama the play edre
all right
who jemu na ba umia be first straight to the gutter on the boss na dey coffee to prodi mu no
all right
then someone say komie man crofo ebiem enti no mo hihye niema na o mampani changes there reshuffle so mo nya we on fa nchem say ba next we be reshuffle
it is high time government reintroduce price control system in the country. We blacks are wicked to ourselves, and also the president should address the cocoa issue once and for all. This one's from Peter from Pandu and Ode Ebaye, and this one says good morning Mr. Host. Is the MPP who just justified talking aware that the previous government imported inferior meters from China by ECG? Many users of the new meters expressed concern about the high consumption they faced. Honorable Maakye was the board chairman of ECG before the MPP government left office in 2024. The MPP should accept the reality and assist President Mahama to fix the challenge and stop apportioning blame. This one is from Louis Dabala and Ode Ebaye. And then this one says that good morning, best morning show. Please, I want to remind President Mahama to fulfill his campaign promises, and he as he promised to bring back cycle of peoples of Elimina, vote for him to power. This one is from Nana Parkwesi Elimina and Ode Ebaye. This one says, good morning. I wish you find a day to talk about the network situation. Cheating is unbearable. Seman Takrade. Okay, we'll do that. Not until Galam says stop. Nothing better our politicians can achieve for the country. They shall ever going to be exposed. Almighty Allah is watching. Citizen, Maminti you on Sudan.
Nuru na ne wo system no mu no papa che the current one e wo eno de nka me wo metima to no nya ne kama current one wo mu no dodo ni na to no anko gina ho ansa mompo MPK this ko bo ansa na but the old one no maybe electrical technician old one is better consumption bi bia kama omo for advantage betutu ni nyina e de ko ye e no makofa phone we aba
me na me su kamu strap yes we can na wato sisi asa omo frame ofie se sisi aka e bia 30 cedis crowd was so na say bi oto wa ha e somehow e friend say no na wasan kofia
akobbo pin no so ebe 14 figures o
ebe 14 say 50 no boni na egu asa me amasa to battery asa dia she me sambo ka to battery dia she man sa ye adwuma we
amemon bia me fasade we ma yesemo nye
interesting times. Anyway, State of the Nation address. I think them Munia Gordon can or your constitutional mandate, Article 67. On my paying bia kwande at the beginning of his session of Parliament, I don't mind the State of the Nation address, but it was so vague. More kind you have to state the State of the Nation address. So I'm paying for Parliament. No, our beloved country is peaceful. Everything is going on well. On my one or two things he has delivered. Okay, but then over the years, I mean, one of the critical things I'm criticizing that there's no template. Into people pick and choose what they talk about. Omampei Mahama has done evidence-based State of the Nation address before, right? Where he brought people to the gallery and policies of that were implemented or car. I mean, he talks about the people in the gallery and all sort of. I am hoping that with time we should develop a template for the State of the Nation address so that we can pick one State of the Nation address. They compare the other one to see whether our country is moving forward or we are still lacking behind. Because interestingly, today is exactly 1 year President Mahama State of the Nation address last year. It was 27th February, right? And there were maybe or Kenya. I would be interested to know if he's going to talk about the same things today. Now you to me I shared 1 year on. What is the situation? At least he talked about our public debt. Ours was about 721 billion Ghana cedis, right? And he explained there, ECG, they call 68 billion. That was just last year. He talked about Cocoa Board. Cocoa Board in Zemia Wabi. Omampei can want some at that time. That and I quote him. He said, Ghana Cocoa Board, the hope of cocoa farmers, is also highly indebted. Its balance sheets indicate a total debt of 32.5 billion, of which 9.7 billion is due to be paid at the end of September 2025. Right? He said all the yama, I mean, debates are go back and forth in terms of crop season, whether we're able to supply or not, and all those things. I mean, they are all listed here as things that he talked about, and he spent quite a number of paragraphs speaking about Cocoa Board. So sometimes I always say that we seem to lose track of most of these things that are being said. It could have been an easy opportunity for us to go back and say, these were the things that we talked about. This is how it has played out, and this is what we think there is our solutions to it. So I would be interested to hear him speak about Cocoa Board again and tell us the time about the issues Cocoa Board was facing. Yimpa no appointing on kwatena one. Ibe juma na waye, ibe result no other what feedback is he bringing back to us in 1 year? And our public debt, what is it now? From 721 billion. CCI Ghana yeka oyimo him. I'm interested in knowing that as well. He talked about our reserves. I think this week the finance minister has talked about some of our reserves issues and all that. I'm also interested to hear about ORA. Because he talked about Aura, and one of the key things are okay. And I always say that Omampei Mahama, one of the major things that Ghanaians are expectant of him is accountability, holding people accountable, because he called Ghana a crime scene. So if you say something is a crime scene and you are not able to arrest people, then is it a lie, or is it, or you've joined it, or what's the situation? So for me, I would also be interested to hear back as to feedback on Aura after 1 year. What has been the situation? One key thing about power situation at the time now, last year around this time we were faced with Dumso. In fact, we were scared. There, and here we're going to go through Dumso because fuel no fangwa no what the power, independent power producers, what the power kawaye don't want as in, and these were critical issues. And he said that he has said it before that I was going to fix it in 2016, and he or fix it. So this one too is going to deal with it. And I mean, we didn't go through that situation, even though, like Minya Kojo Keno, Nancy, a lot of people have been complaining about the issues. ECG has been announcing, though, that there are maintenance issues going on and here and there. But I think if it's maintenance, I always say if it is maintenance, you are doing maintenance. So at least you can tell people there, this week, it's going to go off. But pressure, no. Sometimes it's not the best. A whole area, now one phase to go off. Some of the have some of the buildings and other sockets in Juma. I think those ones we need to look at it. I don't know how a maintenance issue can deal with all those things. We also talked about the creative sector and what is doing for the creatives or hoping to do for the creatives. There are situations and he talked about blaster experience and all those things. So far, 1 year on, what is the feedback? Because people complained during December. The dirty December that people used to think and see, and jail them or I mean, what accounted for it? What is the situation? Or probably it was. I mean, I would also be interested that at least he doesn't lose on that and he speaks to that issue. He also spoke about football. That time, Ghana Blasters, we are not qualified for the World Cup yet. Now we have qualified. I'll be interested in knowing the situation. Kojo is interested in going to watch the World Cup. Everybody would want to go and watch. There's not going to be any support. There's not going to be this. You see, sometimes, yes, in their quest to do a reset, they might think, though, you play tight, French. You see, Ghana is a very interesting country. Sometimes obi ka AJJJ or endo be etienado. Endo be etienado, but pedo obi fuona na go to enjoy. You understand?
That's a good trick. That's
yes,
a good trick.
So I think some of their things that they are trying to do, they should be careful about it.
Okay.
Else, some of your people would have issues against it. Lastly, what I will talk about is the agri sector. For me, as a party that believes in domestication, he spoke a lot about aquaculture. In the yaka fishing, some kakra. He spoke about fishing actually. He spoke about agri sector, irrigation, fertilizers, my studies are my year in the agri sector. It looks like the agri ministry is lacking funding. There are so many projects they want to undertake, especially in irrigation, but one sika won't find it.
Okay.
So budget allocations now go to the various ministries for them to be able to implement plans and projects. I think that these releases should go because in your quest to be too prudent and financially disciplined, sometimes a siphon is sika from ministries will suffocate.
Okay.
Into baby either 1 year, one project in BOA. Na bureaucracy is in our doors because see and what's it? Almost everything. If you don't get approval from the finance ministry, it's not done. So all my bureaucracies, or suffocate some of the ministries in implementing their Nyamo either 1 year.
Okay.
Into for me, I will be interested to see how going forward Nyamo be a bit fluid.
Okay.
Na contractors are working on cow. All those things, what is the plan to ensure that these payments are going to go through? Yeah.
But I say it's 9:45. But I can't show say the Ahiaji family make Miss Gloria Kafu Ahiaji the late executive secretary Matt Geba, or board member PEF and a board member Emma RC Ork Sebi. Ojaye ho ekoye no na ye no ebeba so ochna Saturday 28th of February 2026 filing past no ebe shase anopa 7 am ekwa kwesi anopa 9 am na face no omaye ne mass no 9 am while Christ the King Catholic Church where cantonment honum enombe no interment no private burial na face funeral right no immediately after burial mass no na face Thanksgiving no Sunday 1st of of March 2026 at 10:30 a.m. Inti yenua ba Miss Gloria Kafui Ahiaji na oye the executive secretary Emma Gebano na ye no ho enhyehyɛ no na mede Emma mo no. Mami we birthday on Nafi Meko Charles. Happy birthday to you, Mr. Chris Brech Oko Ayite and Mrs. Dorothy Akwili Ama. Omunyene 83 years old today. Happy birthday, Papa Nominee Mame. Happy birthday to you. And then a happy birthday to Vanessa Okuje too. This one is from Nanama. Happy birthday to you, Vanessa. And then a happy birthday to you, Madam Mary Champon, a fashion designer, Awaye Pankrono Kumase. This one is from Osapankani Samsung. Happy birthday to you. And then a happy birthday to you, Mrs. Victoria Yasewa Rekon Mavic. This one is from the entire family. And then a happy birthday to Bridget Insian Osa. This one is from your mom and dad, Paul G of Kessben Media. Happy birthday to you. And then a happy birthday to Alvin Senna Duro, 10 years today. This one is from the family. And Eddie Emma will happy birthday to you. And so it is 9:47 in the studios of Kessben 92.9 meeting at Amansanso for Kojo Preko Dankwah. Oshaya wa Kessben TV Saso and DSTV channel 364 and then on Go TV channel 121. Make I also say and as soon as yeah the Ebebro live from Parliament into no Menko baby. We're going to give you everything that is really happening there. Chase, maminti you on Sona.
We mama now say. Say Sona state of the nation.
Me pachoai.
The piracy situation we are seeing and very recent. My expectation is that the president will find space in his speech if already prepared. So obeying said near sea and ra ewo senior breku area hon. And then I me charge them catch will say 45 vessels on the one park production bit me the pictures not too. Screens ama atifu ehu na mo unse nya atro bi na ebia ye betra ha.
Okay, so that's what we have on the screens now. What's it 45, right?
45. Ghana total of 45 vessels.
Ni na apakisi on.
Ni na apakisi on. Aban nibi we nyina ye privately owned. Ghana government doesn't have one, not a single one vessel.
Wow.
Yeah, fishing corporation guya no. No ano. Ewo na ekwa Angola and na ekwa fish because Angola na no more na papa na you need fishes areas ewo Ghana ha. Media na tunchana. Media my expectation is more of a transition from transformation or stabilization to transformation. And this yatimia stabilize the economy now. How are the transformation going? We want to do comparative analysis of no kachre a few tremu anyway. Specific by economic reset, any debt management, come first why any yeah a better reflected away your bottom. Say inflation above form, dollar yet stable. Now necessarily top petrol 17 cedis per liter and 16 cedis per liter. Effects in my pocket, linkage in here then because me must say dollar is stable. Me fancy 10, 11. Now ensure na you turn to 3 cedis 50 pesos. Now call 4 cedis. What is accounting for that? A dintina a number. If he, what I say, I want somebody to let it make sense to me when tiasi. Because dollar na yedikra. Insurance Ghana ha meaning what they are doing to it. Bottles na no boy din. Then aba me person me who be bisa na me tiasi. Now when about how it translates into your life. Jobs and the 24-hour economy. Now God you know cause authority no Abeye Act. Me person me who some be come about the incentive framework. As before, Omoka say 24-hour economy and say Kessben, we always doing it. If you want to expand and do it, Abambema incentive framework it is saying is I want to see the framework what is security and infrastructure. So Ghana use the security at this time. Police for Kaka, are you going to beef it up? And you be no be the computer because you also the better police for any soldier for you. We are promising 1 trade no we are developing software and I meet the police for any soldier for. Send a meeting my detected diabetes patient. The software and detected diabetic patients.
Kessben 92.9.
Youth employment. You see, there's agreement and this Ejumawura. Is it Ejumawura? Ejumawura now almost me this befa nipa 30,000. We want to know how far. Because this one my lunch Ejumawura no nipa send no mafa. Any nasifo because unemployment and a biting. Near about sector specific. We perceive me now report on sector specific milestone of sector specific milestone. And maybe to say Amabua ministry no. I say lands and natural resources. Or be fire no. Na galamsey situation na it is saying. Or be tea name was the new director of name also ABC and to call no more quadrin. And then a few more ba. I say, a yententro no more cock to tubu no one boy and money and now say real work has been done. How many forest reserves? And I ne yet me aje. A musen near bon bang. You get it. I know say I forestry commission. I indicate this Ashanti tops all when it comes to Galamsey. Huh? Yeah, Ashanti tops all when it comes to Galamsey, followed by the Western North, like that, the Savannah and what have you. Yeah, per se yet. Because most of them train say, maybe by end of second quarter, remember a full report on 2025. Near compare numbers. But me per se president in Kache say, Oba ye ntokwa na odi she Galamsey mu nemos na oye no eso abamfaso no mo ntre 43 excavators o mo ji wo Simpa Junction o mo cheche ne tiza lewa no wane ache no den ya ye
Kessben 92.9
telecommunication Sam George ho no mo no data boy den data you see in this age I talking about digitization and what have you know. A bit depending on data. Data never boy any team use. Yeah, Tika and we were broadband will feel no team and a team use one number via connect here and senior 5G nibi Ghana 4G nuclear and 4G papa. And our telecom network providers and also more performance NC minimum your more. Enye pononi leaks near some monitor mayo. That is not the thing. Nobody is asking you to block or be in a leak. That we are not the fire. We are careless na leak here, man. Let it go viral.
Man, say, we are like that day. We are like that day.
Now,
would you leak here?
A leak here.
Young man,
and go viral near Remount.
Yes,
Just was already.
Y'all did you when
I saw person trend here, man.
But just that you may also never know the better one.
Because I wouldn't engage in that reckless adventure. It's a reckless one, under no circumstance would I want to tape myself in the act. I would do it. Not even with money. There's no incentive, no motivation.
Okay, no facing that.
Now, gender.
Yes.
Me hunia why you or no about basin there.
Gender ministry.
Gender
right?
ministry. Me nimini see ho. Tourism for also me hunia mo pese mochire. I don't know what is happening.
No, you're right. Yeah.
In that sector, right. Me because the ideas were lofty. They appear grandiose, but it seems hollow. ntino yen hwe ho
okay
education ye kakra obono ho modern kakra agric
Uber education will be sending message about say hello good day Kessben TV please I just asked a question for free education ask under President Mahama why always parents paying practicals healed money consistent like he's talking about there are still monies being paid. Yes, that was system name, yeah.
Free SHS,
or self coming from Obuasi.
The concept in Mintabi understands they wouldn't pay school fees.
Okay. But other things in it there.
Free SHS.
School fees. No. Originally, go to baby. But any money mantino. You call me maybe baby. Engineer squattari, even command school na make no. Yan ye to squattari akopin so wie.
Okay.
What my textbooks, case o mo ba. Yan ye to ya de nyina. Eno mo de wie.
Entino me umba bi odi fiba. Practicals and kwano koye practicals.
Ejiska.
Na esi wato ne makoye practicals. Eno dey say enya aban dia ana. No, we ye home economics. Na o kwa kono eduane a o bia mo be dia na aban na ebe ma.
Say I can who say me co technical school na so be feeding me practical logistics in there.
Hammer forever.
I think say I see components of the free SHS na dey bad. E dey bad na ban promise or the bad. But said na Kojo ka dey to the bia. The ban so the bad na mai. Also your parent. EBS books was the bad textbook no so fa mai and I say no fa mai. Obeto akwa no. Ti say dey ka ho ase.
Because let me say Charles no call back. Teman school Ediane Emma entiye no contribute to parents no yegina giska or woman ya gisa near their mom
warehouse from na parents in the provide
yes
just to keep encouraging them parents na got to container 40
what is those in the money a parents na abana de was in Kobe but don't mean ye dia so don't mean to ma oba no na bonti and I begin to know
I say ministry say can transport ministry
yes
you mention you apart from renaming I say obayi obey
ten and say no me henya bi from transport na
kotoka no rename ye
na henya ye omo ye metro mass ye best ye bus
kasa nso ye mframa
okay
all right
buses na funeral
Matthias
then Quebec sector specific you're interested
okay
Minister of Communication media for na say omo boye omo tatai
now we under communication.
Where to do this?
Say we are under Felix Kwachofusu.
Communication.
Are you talking some communicator? Are you talking some George or you talking?
No. Felix. Felix. Government communicator.
Yes.
Communication. And a Minister of Communication.
The Minister of Communication is Sam George.
Sam George. Yes. And Felix here government communication. Yeah.
Government communication.
Yeah. And then maybe if you are buying home baby and not communicating.
Like you said, nomenclature confuse here, but we take it like that. In the air can. Oh, and I say under free speech, obi try na say obi can say there are ways of going about it. This harassment using power left and right. So I would say President would want to address it today because why no life patron or live member of DJ are in account. So because Yankasa one
okay. All right.
No consumption ne boy hina. And dear Mutaka baby say your turn.
No one small point.
Yes, I one point now.
Okay, correct. And remember to
Mr. Chief.
And then me tie so na. Me pese me tie the President Mahama be kan fa media harassment no.
Okay.
Last year kwato aba me ye GG member me din wom me share list na President Mahama so din wom.
Okay.
So bit me ato aba said the Charles bit me ato aba no. Said the see harassing media for na nye. Said nem pese me tie so President Mahama be kan ho bibia so wan kan ho bibia. Na me aduma edwada. Me ye petition akwa GG mpenifo say ye ni President Mahama edi from GG.
Okay.
The second one.
Yes. That's the uncle.
What can transport ministry asem?
Yes.
Akochima me yaba enra asem me call social media. Samuel okuje to ablakwa. One tia say Yesu kono afane tie enya no. So ne ba be sent o man Ghana and I say wiase. Or yet too quick to vindicate himself with situation BM. Wanya careful la. One on one quality kwa meeting na. On be recording secretly. What is on be no? kai omo vetting. I think say how akumus indie. Was it BB said this enti matwe me ho menya member of the committee biem tem bia no ese obi aye bone won waye papa enra divele siwo e de ade abato abonten me pese me call details of art in the crime because what is a state of debate here no be say bi obaso wo twesan government me yes and my name ni bi afa anwumre no na okudu to Blackwah issue statement say wo no wani divele mpenifo nka ho asem da omunhia da obi anka ahwe nche ne da evidence abechese wo boa Foreign Affairs Ministry and the Minister of Foreign Affairs. Let me tell you, minister be a minister there, but he can't Foreign Affairs Minister and the Attorney General. Yeah, look, there's a higher responsibility on you.
Attorney General specific. Ora wakunu. No worry.
You see, documents are.
And citizens always expected Mahama Beckham.
So what I say, documents are abba any pictures. Mrs. Sam be back. Shadi we 12 May 2025. DVLA and Minister of Foreign Affairs meet over DVLA services abroad.
Yeah.
Where Julius Nikwe Koti, CEO, DVLA. The Facebook page last year, May.
Yeah.
A Blackwah was wanted. All of a sudden, you throw the young man under the bus. As I Mr. Wonka who say, yes, to conflict change. Or I who too holier than thou. Be so very careful.
Okay. All right. But I say,
yeah.
When I ministry come back, who say, so I say, my monitor as a man for more defending DVLA boss now MPP for.
Oh, okay.
A moment defend
DVLA boss.
DVLA against a Blackwah. I want to understand.
Okay, me tell me MPP ni. It I mean say MPP for Yankasi defend a year against it. Me buy me condemn.
You're only looking at the issue.
Yes, me say asem na Yankasa say you could register DVLA will be license. E wa manwani. Na what would be trika Ghana. What I say, tell them me condemn we. Then beyond that, now you come and say won't come on there. Me wa come home. And he has proved he say he's a liar. Yena me issue say our Foreign Affairs Minister is a liar. I want to hammer.
Okay.
Because 1 minute. Yeah, some of the ministry we want like what's a housing. One or
what's a housing?
Okay. What's about me?
Oh, what potential defense minister?
One a defender, no one what they call.
Mr. What name potential?
Yeah, way enemy Bobo dream money di Kojo. What's that? Your bag Ghana, Tigana. If it could 4 pence, JJ pence, will be 1 year. And Yama, whatever system, the all year. Go buy a diabetes, one Yama baby, I can't remember Pony the other day. Papa is so shed them doing man upon. What shed them do the performance here cool. Yet, a minister and I like to Martin. Me, I'm a friend to like to trade. One of them who pay, and net the all on your minister one.
Was what good 1D1F? What kind of parliament?
Young kind of crank
1D1F. What's what trip? What kind of parliament?
Young kind of crank.
And you want to
some of the
24-hour economy.
Some of the ministry performance and Sunny. Okay. Trade the pass. How do you trade it? If you want money, Mr. One check it was a man into a trading here. Ghana for him who compare previous ministers. We are not on the way. That's a cool woman in call.
Yeah, but I say, says then.
You know, like a state of the nation. I don't know how I'm paying no one some car. But you see, what did you want to ask you? The way and manner, there was a lot of things at stake. On my period, I don't realize that there was a lot of expectation. He has no excuse than to deliver. And one of my work can I say in our open year. Yeah. If people are not performing, why keep them there? You know, when others in the party are still crying for position. As somebody came, we still have less than 60 ministers. Eh? Appointing more than 60 ministers. Only system. You understand? For me, I think the work is huge. But then there are some what demonstrate from the beginning there they won't help. Attorney General, if they decide to keep him there, it's up to them.
First
But
assault.
so far, we have all seen. It was a litmus test to our corruption fight. Aye, Bosirim Kakeke. Sisiano, Ubi Maura, who may be a Drukokra. Now, Nkofu Gudu, I mean, people are now spending their loot, huh? And telling us in our faces. So now, yes, Nkofu Kutupa, that they should do same. And it does not matter what we're able to do. And they've also started, people who have just occupied positions have also started almost the same things. We keep hearing people who are buying certain houses 1 year, 1 year. No, the houses that people are buying and the things that people are you understand. So for me, it's not enough to complain because obi no osha wonti ona meka de onyo bi obeka aje no na obi na wetie na do or ka aje me gwan akọ. Okay. Na why na nkotin na wo enjoy. All right. Charles so don't share ni bia ka. The waka no. Okay.
Mutaka na so oko.
Oyere.
Mutaka na so oko.
Oso wale wan be ko.
Ono ni attorney general.
But attorney general obede akọ. Because Orano, ya mo ye no. A party called NDC. And almost so sad. And I'm the man. But attorney general they say a bones from the brain. Woman, they one for I tell them what the brain no. And so be any name. The government himself, including the president, a member of the committee. There is a watertight evidence. There's no watertight. That's what he said. A member of he himself, a member of the committee. Daniel Dumelovo himself. What's that in the common no? A half. Dumelovo himself. Forget about it. Why do you blame attorney general? I don't know. You see, my mama is a press conference. Do not know what Bank Square. What informed Bank Square. A danya abayisi. Mo say, the bono esododo. Eti eba. Mo beji sikeni nyina ada mo man Ghana. Nyansa was asem we mo. Ahefra ti bi say, obi sit down na wujiri say, cost me inflated that. Was say now was $250 million nyina eba. Ye de beja ma ban. Na mo dia cap cost bill that pon say 21 billion.
Operation.
I was a different black one.
Operation recover all loot no. Where is
the loot?
Abansa private
Abansa so make back control. Abansa se back. Omo say, tio, me make ka document no. Abansa say ya turn ebia
no wanya ni nyina kinkan.
Tio, omo say abansa say ebia o cantonment. Ya turn for say bia 500,000 Ghana cedis. But street value $2 million. Enti I say according $2 million no, if you nipa ko enti loot. That is pure madness. Let me tell you something. Otoka Ghana car. What? Upesa what one official value I STC. STC what the corner catch say I tell turn 1 million Ghana cedis and then 2 years later about 200,000. You pay that? Who can challenge you? One with a value assassin. A year land commission and you could to black one. Size munya account a dangerous.
There be the beka.
I state here. We can have an issue.
Well, General Secretary hopeful. As I say, I to cantonment. Guy was up General Secretary. Hopeful and NPP. One of them, I forget this guy name. Sly. Who's an idiot by? As I say, Sly got a year before and Akufo-Addo became Shaman to cantonment. Next, as I said, who crow? What are you telling me? What are you coming to tell us? Me frequently say, what on why? You see,
the question got in is why
Kojo one value here so I can't tell that has it value at on about 20 or 30,000.
You see, that's we are very careful.
Careful.
More than half of them now occupied by NDC gurus. State the Toma warm valued by Land Commission. Who better catch it because we are assassin? You better catch it about Dabio,
what gold coach as America Ghana.
And then we are
gold coach.
Listen to me. You made a point. Let me just ask you just one question. So the fact that a Ghana police, Meko Kumobi, na Ghana police claim there Onyami na Mikun, just because Ghana a policeman one policeman
can't clear anybody.
No, I'm only asking you a question. It's evidence.
Who can court?
It's evidence.
There be court.
It's a prosecutor.
Prosecutor.
No, prosecutor.
The police can't clear anybody.
No,
it's a court.
No, Tay. Okay, let me reframe my word.
Okay.
A prosecutor, and I was getting there. That's why I meant by clearing.
Okay.
Prosecutor not be prosecutor be away Queen. If oye shoddy work in gathering evidence, na court claim there onyame na mikuna. It doesn't mean there onyam pede made wo. Do you know that?
Oh, you know a different thing.
Oh, you are just saying that
the state is the best of say in as much as Lands Commission value a car no an assassin no does not mean say value na nipan etono no should be the original price.
Example.